like 3 languages a pop, I think.
Something like that.
But either way, that would clear up parts of the list. But this character is built for knowledge, and she's going to be looking for it always.
Nerd.
Always. But you know what? I get to
Definitely
eavesdrop. Get to
Sorry,
eavesdrop
I
on
definitely
every
meant to look for
conversation.
weapons.
Yeah. But yeah, get to eavesdrop on every conversation possible.
Nice.
Oh, I forgot to take Celestial off the list because that's already known. Oops, so that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's like 500 gold right there. Let's see, if I just take off this shopping list, I don't think we're going to be running into any giants, so I think I could take that off the list. Not a big priority.
Good guy, you jinxed it. Little do we know.
Me putting Act 2 in Zindrick specifically so that you have to talk to giants now.
But anyway, so 50, 100, 50, 200, 50, 300, 50, 400, 450. I'm okay with spending 450 gold.
What are you buying? Sorry.
He's buying a bunch of books.
Bunch of language books.
Oh.
Because I'm gonna become the living linguist.
How did you get 450 gold already? It's
Nice.
crazy to me.
To be determined.
Roger that.
I definitely meant to look for +1 weapons and just kind of forgot to.
That's alright.
So who's here to cause more anxiety?
You.
Probably.
Were we supposed to do shopping stuff?
Just in your downtime if you wanted to.
Alright. I forget. The game's in Roll20, right?
No, the game is in.
We-
We've got
Alchemy.
the so we've got Alchemy and we've got D&D Beyond, depending on like where you kind of want to roll and stuff like that.
I will look for the Alchemy tab. I should have bookmarked. I swear I have it bookmarked. Maybe I don't have it bookmarked. I swear I had it bookmarked. Do I not have it bookmarked? No, I do have it bookmarked. Yay! It's so good to have the whole gang here now.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we level 2 or level 3?
You're level 2.
right?
Yeah.
Level 2.
Dang, I was gonna be stressed out if we were level 3. Excited but stressed out.
My stress.
What are you talking about? Surprise level. Everyone's level 20.
Dude, I don't even know how to use my level 2. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
But hopefully everyone's doing okay.
Yes. Sorry I missed last week. I had to go to a beauty show and it was really lame. It was honestly just like a very small little get together and it cost me $40 fucking to go to this thing. And it was like 20 stands with people just like hawking their snake oil. Like, okay.
Yes.
And I haven't even taken aesthetics class in school yet, So I didn't know what any of this shit was. I'm like, I don't even. Why did I come here? Like, I don't know any of this yet.
Nice.
All good. Anyway, you can work on my hair.
Yeah. Are you bald?
No.
Okay.
Though I'm not gonna lie. I thought the Navy
Are
would
you
make me
bald?
bald.
That's like people's favorite joke if they're bald and they know that I go to a hair school now. They're like, "Oh well, I'll come in and you can do my hair." Ha 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 ha. ha. I'm like,
Oh.
I mean,
Yuck.
I can treat your
Gross.
skin. Like,
The big yuck.
I can fix that ratty looking scalp, but you want to play games? Let's play.
That's all I'm here for is games. How'd you know?
Good guess. Scamming people. Loravor, we're gonna have to have a talk.
Wait, what?
We're getting
I
the.
didn't
Yeah.
scam anyone. It was all fair
So-
trade.
Does
you know
anyone,
what?
now that we're all here,
Yeah.
now that we're all here, does anyone want to do the recap? Probably had some last minute things set up and prepared.
Here, I'm absolved of duty. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Hi, Gizmo. Buddy, no. I don't have a lap for you right now, buddy. No.
All I want to say is I did not scam anyone. It was all fair trades.
Okay, well, why don't
Well,
you...
they were all slightly unfair trades.
Well, I mean,
Why don't-
Skewed in
From my
favor.
memory, most of the party that was there kind of did their own thing. I know Michelangelo first went on a mission to deliver someone, and then that someone hired him and then later Tabithy to guard some equipment. So a little bit of combat happened, and we got paid for it. The other members of the group went out to do some shopping.
Some shopping, developing my contacts, all good stuff.
That's right, yes.
I developed a money-making scheme where I buy a small item and
You sure
continually trade.
tried. That's right.
I made a lot of gold.
You did make
We made like me and
so much.
Tabithy together made like 700 gold-ish.
Yeah. Using my guild contacts.
Yeah, I think I made 40. So there's that.
You made 40 from the first job. I think you made more for the second job.
Oh, did I? Okay.
I thought it was 50 each.
Let's see.
No, that checks out. I have 180 gold now, so that makes sense.
Not gonna lie, I regretted not coming with you the second day.
Could have used
Yeah,
you.
it would have been good for all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think me and Tabithy did pretty freaking well, though.
My
I was
robot did
rolling
pretty
like a
freaking
monster.
Well. My homunculus did well.
That's alright, though. That's alright. As an extension of you, that's pretty good.
But if you find yourself short on gold for something that you really want, you can always ask her. She doesn't need as much money because she's kind of a do-it-yourselfer.
Great. 'Cause
Yeah.
I think Fane probably drank most of his funds.
After the stress we caused on the train, I wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. I think that's what he's been doing. He's been finding himself in how many days are we accounting for here?
Shoot, how many days was it? Let me pull up timekeeping.
It was like 3 days, right? No?
Sunday. Yeah, so it is now the 7th. It was the 4th when you turned them in, so like 2.5 days.
Okay. Yeah. He's definitely just. You guys haven't seen much of him.
Yeah. Definitely want to start training like my sleight of hand in my free time and like pickpocketing skills.
Oh yeah, Timothy was also starting to train her brewery skills so that Fane doesn't have to spend all of his money.
That's lucky. Alright. I rolled the D100 right now, and if it was like above. If it was like 69 or higher, I was gonna maybe potentially suggest that Fane has actually gotten himself like in some trouble and is probably like sleeping it off in the local discount. But it was a 20, so he's fine. He's just in the gutter.
He's good.
Contracting all sorts of illnesses in that guy.
Excuse me, Gizmo.
Armor, that's the thing I really need. Better armor.
Didn't I infuse your armor? Whose armor did I infuse?
You did.
Yes,
You did.
you did.
If you get rid of it, let me know so that I can remove the infusion and use it for something else.
Well, that could be a good scam. Sell someone infused armor and then have you remove the infusion so it's just regular leather armor.
Already thinking of more ways to scam people.
I feel like that one
I mean, that
seems
one's
difficult.
that one's actually a scam. I'm not gonna lie, that one's actually
That one's
a scam.
100% a scam.
Yeah.
Like, was I scamming people? No. Yes, you
I
were.
wasn't.
You were for
I
sure.
could. I could
I
scam
mean-
people if I wanted to.
Damn Fane.
It's fine. Timothy comes from a merchant family. She doesn't care.
Look, I'm a rogue. It would be weird if I didn't scam someone at least once.
It's true. I agree with that statement.
But also, I have a running tally of how many times I've almost died. I'm trying to keep that low.
So what's it at now? Like 15 or 20?
It's a 3.
Mm.
I've almost, I think I've almost died in almost every fight I've been in. Over half. Over half. Because I've only been in like 6 fights. Or 5 fights.
Let's go get on another one.
Okay.
By the way, DM, I am going to be taking 50, 100, 50, 50. I will be dropping 300 gold to grab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the books.
Okay. Alright, well, thank you for giving me the recap. Michelangelo, go ahead and add an inspiration. Forget, are we doing the... Okay, we're just doing a regular inspiration in this one. Okay. So yeah, go ahead and add an inspiration for that.
Thank you, thank you.
And on the, third day, I believe. Yeah, on the third day after you turn in the books to Sergeant Villeroy, the next morning after you guys have just finished this job and stuff, working for the side quests that you did last session, you get a summons to your hotel room. Or summons which is delivered to your hotel room from Sergeant Villeroy.
Time to go check that out.
Are we like all together?
You guys are still in the same two rooms, yeah.
So Timothy's gonna jump up and be like, Issy, Fane, come on, let's go. We get to go talk to Sergeant Villeroy again. Meep, her homunculus, hops on the bed and pats Fane sympathetically. It's like Meep.
Fine.
I'm so comfy. Do I have to?
If I have
I
to,
mean-
you have to.
I think we all have to. That's what a summons is, right?
Alright.
Around what time is this that we receive these summons?
So these summons, it's about 9 in the morning.
Okay, Mike's been downstairs eating, chowing down.
Motherfucker's been awake for 3 hours already.
At least 2.
Yep, I'll get up.
I just imagine they knocked on the door, Meep answered it, and then woke Timothy up, and then she woke everybody else up. At least in the room.
Oh, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Trying to see the sergeant.
Yes. Yes, we have to go see the sergeant. She has summoned us. I feel so important.
We're off. See the sergeant, the wonderful sergeant of charm.
Let's go see if everyone else is awake.
I get dressed.
Well, alright, don't forget to eat.
No. I wouldn't forget that. Grab a couple snacks for the road.
I'm gonna buy a muffin. It's like almost the size of her head.
Piece of toast with butter.
I assume we're on the way to Villeroy's, correct?
Yeah, walk and talk.
Yeah, so you guys go ahead and grab some food on your way out, grab your stuff. Do you leave Keble in the...
Do we leave Keble again? Or do we take Keble?
We should probably take him with us.
I vote to take him with us.
I mean, he is a wanted criminal. Do we really wanna...
That's something I meant to talk to the sergeant about, was getting him an official pardon.
Yeah.
I don't know that he's actually wanted.
Didn't he explicitly say that he was wanted for murder?
Yes, but people are stupid, and all kobolds kind of look the same. Isn't he a kobold? Yeah, he's a little kobold.
He's a kobold.
Yeah, that's true.
people are stupid and all kobolds kind of look the same. So I think if we just sort of stroll down the street with him and act like nothing is wrong, nobody's going to think this.
He could be
Yes.
useful.
It could work.
Isn't that a bit racist?
It is, but frankly, it's true. Unfortunately.
D&D. D&D.
Casual racism is okay as long as it's in D.
Hey, I can tell the difference.
Fantasy racism. Hell yeah.
On a slightly off topic, while I was running through this the first time, like this campaign, I uttered some words that I never really thought that I would have to say. I was talking to somebody, I was like, man, I really need to get better at being racist.
Oh yeah, dude.
I need to amp up the racism more.
Yeah. I'm more of a sci-fi racism connoisseur. But, you know.
Because, you know, like, there's a lot of themes of, like, prejudice and, you know, racism, classism, stuff like that in the Eberron setting. So,
Yeah.
like,
yeah.
and it's not something that I'm very good at.
No, it's... My thing is, like, it would be disingenuous and it would be unrealistic to play in a world where none of that ever existed at all, ever, period. It was, like, this perfect fucking utopia where everybody got along. My thing is, don't make it a toy for you to play with. Don't have fun with it. Don't be, like... Don't be gross about it, you know? Don't be, like... What is the word that... It's gratuitous about it, you know? And I don't think that you have ever done that.
It's what my character would do.
Frankly, fuck all of y'all. Fantasy racism is clever and way more witty and thought out than real life racism. Knife ears for elves? I'm so sorry. If somebody called me a knife ear, that sounds fucking sick. Like, that's dope. Like, yeah, watch, I'll cut you too. Like,
I've never heard that before. Like the term I've always like the racist term for elves that I've always heard was pointy ears.
no, man, knife ear, that's where it's at. Like, if you're gonna be racist, at least make it sound dope.
That's
But I think that's, like,
I heard that for
besides the
targeting.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of goes against the whole racism thing.
I know.
Pale skin, pointy ears.
Anyway,
Anyway.
I can tell the
The
spot.
moment you step up on my computer is the moment that I have to kick you out. Here you go.
Kitty. See, I solved that problem by having so much clutter and shit and garbage and junk on my desk at any given time that there's nowhere for him to jump up onto.
Perfect. That's how you do
I
it.
just have a really small desk, so there's no room for anything.
I use a whole table that I bought from a place that I used to work because we were getting rid of it. It's like a long table. It's like a seating table that you would set out at a restaurant, but it's made of like. It feels like concrete, but I know functionally that it's just like layered, compressed. Anyways.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Anyways.
You need to stop talking about desks, or I'm gonna pull out the designs I have for my dream desk.
Where were we? Sorry, I got distracted because I couldn't kick the kittens out of my room before I started streaming because they were all napping and it was adorable. And then one of them woke up, so I had to kick him out. So that might happen up to 2 more times. Probably won't. But
All good. I'm just being silently judged by a bunch of mice sitting in the tank right beside me.
Are they feeders?
No.
Oh, well, that's good. I don't think I could handle that. Why have you done this to us? So we were like deciding if we needed to disguise or hide. Oh, Jesus Christ,
Pebble.
Kebble in any way.
Kebble. Kebble the pebble.
Oh.
I don't really think that we do. So let's just go. Let's move. What word was it?
Let's do this
I'll
thing.
carry him in my arms like a little baby. Sweet little pebble.
I wear Meep like a backpack.
Oh no.
Alright. So you guys head down. Once again, Orpheus is waiting for you to see if he's going to be your personal chauffeur today.
Of course you
Oh yeah,
are.
you are.
Of course, on our way on board, I toss him 2 gold for the day.
Why, thank you, young man. Alright, where to this time?
Back to Sergeant Vilroy.
Yes.
Such upstanding youngins, helping serve the law.
Yes.
Hey, cab.
And don't worry, we're not going to be airdropping any Das corpses out of the cab today.
Maybe.
Wrong cab.
Great!
I don't think it's Orb for that.
Yeah, that was the only time you guys have not used Orpheus was when you airdropped a corpse. So yeah,
On your
just
side.
like, that's good? I guess. That's generally the preferred way to travel. And he will take you, he will take you over to the garrison. You'll park nearby, find a place to park the ship, and have you guys go up. I'm assuming you're not bringing Kibble with you into the station, though, right?
Yeah, no.
That's a temptate.
Chain him to the side of the building somewhere.
Yeah, we'll just
We just leave him with
He's
Orb
not
here.
a dog.
That's a signpost out front. We'll just tie him to it. It's fine.
Okay.
No.
Orpheus is a good
Child, not a dog.
babysitter.
Damn.
Orpheus is a good babysitter. It's fine.
For 2 gold a day.
You're like, he's not a dog, and I like gesture and point over to him as he's like lifting his leg and peeing on the corner of the building.
He's a child, not a dog.
6 of one, half a dozen of the other.
He's not a child, is he?
No, he's a fully grown adult.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's.
I'm a 35-year-old man.
Yeah. Yeah.
We just treat him like a child because he has low intelligence.
He's our baby. Y'all, oh my god, I'm so happy.
I'm glad to hear that.
I went to Goodwill yesterday and I found glittery black Converse. Or not Converse, Doc Martens.
Yay! That sounds fun.
I got some tie-dye ones. Sick.
Nice.
Alright. I'll go in first because I'm the handsomest. Put your best foot forward, as it were.
You're certainly the most something.
What was that, darling?
Absolutely nothing.
Shall we?
Sergeant Vilroy. Like,
Alright,
Like Alice Beardsley vibes.
you guys, make your way up the building, getting to Sergeant Vilroy's office, where she greets you once again. Her desk is kind of, cluttered with papers and whatnot. And there is a small box with, like, the cooler handles for transport, sitting next to her. She sits behind the desk and she looks up and she has more of a serious look on her face. Oh, great. Yeah, here, come in. Close the door.
Are we in trouble?
Did we do
I
bad?
didn't do it. It was all
It was
his
her.
idea.
It was all her.
Hello, Sergeant. We received your summons.
Yes. Come on in. As you guys come in, close the door behind you. Gee. I really wish my camera was working. Like, the whole reason that I have the camera is to try to get it to work so I can do things. But it doesn't.
Maybe a driver
And-
issue.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Like, my camera is working right now, but if I try to blur my background or whatever, the whole shit just goes black. So I can only have it on, like, raw, and y'all don't need to see what's going on around me.
Yeah, she puts her elbows up on her desk and, interlocks her hands. She says, in regards to the books and schemas that you have found, looking through them, we've tried to have our department techs decipher them, but they're very heavily magically encoded. It's beyond the skill that anything that we have here in Sharn to translate.
What?
Well, they're like,
I thought Sharn was the biggest.
Sharn
No?
is the biggest city. However,
Should it
we
not
think
have the biggest mines?
there is a renowned professor in Arconics, in the University of Arconics. He goes by the name of Shard, the Dual Mind. We think he may be able to decipher these, to break the transcription, so we know if it's something that we need to... So we know how dangerous it is, and how much we need to lock these up, hide them away, or potentially destroy them, if applicable.
So what I'm
Ooh,
hearing is-
Perked up at destroy.
So what I'm
I can blow
hearing
them up
is
for you.
road trip.
ooh.
I can arrange for a trip to Sharn via airship, and then 150 gold pieces each when you return with a completed mission once you've found out what we need to find out.
Did you
I'm-
mean Arcanics? Or...
Yeah, Arconics.
Okay, got it. Because you said you would arrange transport to Sharn. I just want to make sure.
Oh, yes, my
Okay.
apologies. From Sharn to Arconics. However, yeah, I can arrange travel from Sharn to Arconics, and I can pay you 150 gold pieces when you return to me. With the mission completed.
Would this
I
Sharn...
cannot quite afford the trip back, so you'll have to find your own way back. I mean, it should be... You should have plenty of funds left over to be able to afford an airship or a train ticket back, but... Yeah, unfortunately, I can't, I can afford one way.
Is somebody expecting us, this Shard, the dual mind? Does he or his ilk know?
Not yet. Sending... You have to have met the person. I've only heard of him in tale. He's quite a distinguished wizard and scholar. So,
Surely the captain of the great city of Sharn's watch can get a message to Arcanics.
I mean, maybe I can ask the captain. I'm a sergeant. But I can see what we can do about having your arrival be expected. But what I do know is that we should make haste, one way or the other. The DOS are clearly after whatever's within these, and she'll tap on the box that's containing the books and schemas.
Do you know of an easier way to transport these
An easier way?
instead of just carrying it over my shoulder across hundreds of miles on a train?
Well, I mean,
And on
I suppose if you invested into a bag of holding, you could do that, but that would have to be a personal investment.
dang it.
How much does a bag of holding cost typically?
A bag of holding usually costs about 250 gold pieces.
Yeah, can't afford that quite yet.
No, I could
I can
totally
help.
buy one.
Okay.
I'll
Very
go
well.
in half. Because then
We
I can
will-
replicate it when I get better at my skills.
Hell yeah. Well, comrades, what do you think? Shall we go on a road trip?
Road trip sounds fun.
God, yes, please.
Anything else in Sharn?
We need to get snacks. If
We
this
do
is
need
a
to get
road
snacks.
trip, we need snacks.
So I think Mike is gonna look towards the sergeant, do a very deep bow, and says, "It will be done." And grabs the books, like puts it over his shoulder, or whatever bag or however they were. He's gonna try to grab them and carry them out.
Okay. They're 50 pounds altogether.
Okay, not bad, not horrible. Are they just loose books stacked, or?
So it's within this like small chest, so it's not like shaking around when you move it
Okay.
around.
I boombox carry it out.
But yeah, so it's got like the books on one side and the scrolls and their scroll tube, stacked up along the side in the gap between the books and the wall.
All right. Snacks.
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 Snacks in a bag of holding.
Yes, this is quite heavy. Although it's not a problem for me, maybe we might want to ease this burden. It's really not heavy for me, but, maybe for some.
Yeah, I'm not carrying it.
Methinks thou dost protest too much.
Ooh.
It does
I
drag
think-
a little bit of the gaze towards us.
Yeah,
I
let's
say-
Not the gays.
That's not
Well,
what
bye.
Wow. Okay, guys.
Yes,
No,
and
not
there's a hunk.
Run! Jeez.
All right, let's get running before too many of the gays show up.
Let's please.
No, it's not bringing them in. He said it's drawing them. Nice little self-portrait.
Oh god.
Ooh,
Oh.
struck pose.
Oh, are we
Maybe
recreating
like
the
one of your
Titanic
French
scene?
girls.
What the fuck?
What?
That was.
Did not hear what his house was.
The hive mind going on right there.
What's
Just
happening?
that was so good. You guys both referenced the same thing, but like in different ways at the same time. That was perfect.
What did he say?
I don't even
I was
know.
just saying we're recreating the Titanic, and then so fun times, all right. But yeah, we
I
probably
love it.
should get going.
You know what they say? Small minds seldom differ.
I like that a lot better than great minds think alike. Because great minds not thinking alike is what great minds are known for.
It's actually the second half of the phrase. The full phrase is great minds think alike, but small minds seldom differ.
Profound.
Yeah, that's the full phrase.
I thought it was fools rarely differ.
Yeah, it's the same thing. I've always heard it small minds seldom differ. It's like the jack of all trades is a master of none. Well, the full phrase is jack of all trades, master of none, but oft times more useful than a master of one.
And there's the second kitten being kicked out.
All right. I don't have too much money, but I can put forward a good sum if somebody would like to help me get a bag of holding.
I have 363. I can buy a bag of holding outright.
Are you sure? I would not
Yeah,
mind.
and I can probably haggle the price down a bit more because I have hella persuasion.
So how haggling works? Obviously, the more expensive the item, the higher the DC. And if you fail to haggle, or sorry, no, not higher the DC. If you fail, you can haggle up to 20% off. But if you fail to haggle, if you attempt to haggle and fail, the price will increase by about 20%. So you can get 20% off or 20% more depending on how you roll.
I think we could
Up to.
probably go in and
20%.
I think 20% was what I was gonna go for anyway. What would the
20% is the upper range, and then 20% over is like the lower range. So up to 20% off or up to 20% more.
what would be the
More
meter
gold
beat
bucks.
to get 20% off? Because that would be 200 gold even.
So 160, right?
What?
Right. 20% of 200 is 40.
It's 250. Yeah, it's 250. 20% off of 250 would be 200.
Oh, I thought it was 200.
No, I was
Yes,
saying
250.
it would be 200 even with the 20% off.
All right, let's make our way out of the office and down to the market for some shenanigans.
Market
Yay,
shenanigans, my
shenanigans.
favorite.
I want to spend 20 gold on snacks.
Whoa.
That's a lot of snacks.
So,
Yeah, I know.
You
dude.
know how to travel.
Brother,
That's all I gotta say.
gotta be holding first because you're gonna need somewhere to store all those snacks.
Oh yeah.
Get back on my groove.
We will get you down. You know what? I give him 3 gold just to buy food.
And I shoo him away. Be free! Run!
No way. He won't leave
I
us.
have
He
360 gold even.
Alright, so you guys go around, you buy anything that you need in town. So any, tool sets, any potions of healing, any feather tokens, anything that you think you might need. Now's the time to do that while you're in town, because it's going to be a 4 or 5 day trip to Sharn via airship.
Not Sharn.
2 Arcanists, thank you. Keep
I
saying
just
Sharn.
want to say after.
How much do potions cost?
Common potions of healing are 50, and greater potions of healing are 200.
Got it.
I'm gonna go holding first. I'm thinking we try to haggle, and then to Dicky, if you want to split the cost, because you're gonna try to replicate it later.
Yeah, I can do that.
Also, the bag of holding, who is buying it? Wait, are all of you established with the Deathscape Guild, or just?
I am myself.
So I know you are. I know Timothy is.
Timothy. Yeah.
I think it's only us two, honestly.
Yeah.
But my persuasion is not bad. I can probably try to haggle.
Because you guys have paid your guild dues,
Yes.
and one of the places that you can get bags of holding is with one of the with the Deathscape Adventures Guild affiliated businesses.
Okay.
Well, that's perfect because that essentially means that we can use mine and Michelangelo's like thing, and also I can put in half, and Loravor can do all the talking.
Sounds perfect.
There's that, and unless the halfling I have contacts with can get me something.
He can offer you one sending stone, so you can send and receive communication with them, but then you will have to pay for that as well.
How much do you charge me for that?
Let's see, normally I think sending stones are the same price as bags of holding, but I think within organizations they do give a bit of a discount, so 200 for the sending stone.
Okay. I'll
So it's also possible to earn them in payment for jobs later on, but if you want one now, 200.
fair.
All right, so let's get this bag of holding.
Alright. So you head into the Deathscape Adventurers Quarter. Yeah. So you head into the Deathscape Adventurers Quarter, do some looking around, and you find the bag of holding at one of the adventuring equipment shops.
Just out of curiosity, what kind of check would I have to do to pocket it and get away without them seeing? I'm not saying I want to do it, I'm just curious mechanically what that check would be.
So it is, like, during the day there are other customers and stuff, so you would probably have to do, like, multiple sleight of hand checks.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not saying I want to do that, I was just curious mechanically what that would be for later, because I might want to do something like that later on in the campaign.
Okay. Alright, so yeah, the shop is run by a silver dragonborn. He looks up at you and goes, "Hey, what you want? Coming to buy something? I see you looking."
He's from New York.
So technically, I'm supposed to like I have in my notes NPC accents by location. So like wherever they're from, they're supposed to have an accent. Sharn specifically is like New Jersey, New York. And I'm just terrible at doing the accent consistently. So most of the people, like not Orpheus or Keble, but most of the other people that you've met should have had either Jersey or New York accents.
Yeah, I can't do New York accent anyway. I've got family from New York, and I still can't do the accent.
I'm gonna tap you on the shoulder and cast guidance, Lorvar.
Copy that. So I'll stroll right up to him. Hello, my good man. We're looking to purchase a bag of holding from your fine establishment here.
Bags of holding, an adventurer's best friend. Just make sure not to rip it, tear it, break it, or overfill it.
A given, of course.
All right. Well, we have some prime quality bags of holding here. This one is shaped like a backpack. This one's more like a messenger bag. We got one right over here. It straps around your waist. Clicks like a belt, and it just sits right in the front like a pouch.
Yeah, I'm familiar. I believe they call those fanny packs.
Fanny bag of holding.
Yeah. How much for a messenger bag?
It's 250 gold. 238 if you're a member of the guild.
Just so happens we have 2 members of the guild right here.
Good to hear. Good to hear.
Now, can I see the bag of holding? I'd like to inspect it before making my purchase.
Yeah, he gestures to it. It's on a display on the wall. He'll get it down. Like, yeah, try it out. Hold it. See how it fits.
It's decent quality. Pretty good. Like the color. Now, let's talk business. I'm prepared to pay you 200 gold right now. Walk out the door. Less than 20%.
Yeah, go ahead
We need
and
this
give me.
We need this for official purposes. Transporting goods from the city walk to another city.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check.
That's the wrong thing. That is a nat 20.
Plus
27.
200 sounds great. I tell you what. Real quick question, pulling back the curtain. There's an idea that I've been playing with for a while, specifically with bags of holding that I want to steal with a campaign either now or in the future.
Okay.
That I want to steal from the Adventurers Wanted series. Would you guys be okay with that being like a homebrew modification to the bags of holding?
Well, I don't know what it is yet, so.
So the way that the bags of holding in the Adventurers Wanted book series works is it's like each bag is a room. It requires like a little password that you whisper to get into it and out of it. And they can be expanded. Like there are bag expansions where you can get multiple rooms. And then you can like get a room that is specifically for treasure and stuff, and you can have it enchanted to expand as needed so that it can fit. You don't have to worry about how many coins you're putting in your bag, because the current bag of holding can only hold about like 20,000 coins, something like that.
500 pounds, right?
Yeah.
I like this idea because it gives us a place to put Kettle.
Yeah.
Bags of holding cannot hold wood.
Yeah, I was like, it still has the regular rules of the bags of holding where you will suffocate if you just stay in there.
Oh, okay.
Ah, dang.
But it
Well
is,
done.
you know, it gives like the interiors of the bags a little bit of flavor and makes the bags like their own upgradable item where you can spend more money to get more rooms and upgrade your storage space and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Question. Question.
Answer.
If down the line I want to replicate it, if it is an upgraded bag of holding, could I replicate it with the upgrades?
So with your replicate magic item feature, you're effectively just creating a new one. So it would be like a base one that you could then upgrade from there.
Okay.
But I would say that if you did like do that, if you did like replicate an item, make a bag of holding, get it upgraded, add more rooms, things like that. And then you had to change your infusion at any point in time. Any time after that you replicated the magic item, it would replicate that one that you had built.
Okay.
So you're not like wasting resources and stuff.
Could you imagine, like, removing an infusion from a bag that you made a bag of holding? That sounds like a fun experiment to get a monster to eat.
All right, so
At that point,
I'm gonna put 495 pounds of swords and daggers in this.
I'm gonna convince him to eat it. Or Lorvor's gonna convince him to eat it. And then I'm gonna remove it.
at that point, why not just stick a bag of holding in another bag of holding?
Oh, that doesn't end well.
I know.
Doesn't that create like a black hole or something?
Yeah, it creates like a 15-foot radius that just shunts everything in that 15-foot radius to the ethereal plane, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
And just
Astral.
astral plane. There we go.
There you go. Well, that's easy for travel.
Sounds like a fun way to make a portal to the astral plane.
It only
awesome.
it's not a portal because it just like it happens and then it's gone.
Sounds like a good way to get rid of certain things.
That's
At the expense of a bag of holding. But it's good to have in the back pocket.
yeah. That's I saw a video once about how 2 level 2 artificers can defeat a Tarrasque by having their familiars fly bags of holding into each other next to it, and it just gets rid of it.
If you did it so that the 15-foot radius was only on like half of the Tarrasque.
No, so if a creature is touching it, the whole creature is teleported.
Wow.
So
I'm missing a lot of D&D knowledge here about the astral plane.
See, if we were to use your idea, we could airdrop just its head to the astral plane.
See, that's what I was thinking.
yeah, not quite. Objects, I think, get like a whole severance type thing, but
Yeah.
but like creatures, living things. If your pinky was touching it, you'd get teleported, like your whole body.
Gotcha. So anyway, the merchant draws back the curtain.
All right. Yeah, pulling the curtain back. Hey, I'll tell you what. This seems to be important for you. I'll give you one of my upgrading ones. I got some special upgrading ones here in the back. It's my own personal project. And he'll go get them. He'll bring one out. It looks almost exactly like the one that you're holding. And he goes, this one here, it's got rooms in it, so it's not just like free floating stuff. It still works like a bag of holding. You reach in, you say what you want, it pops up in your hand. Or you can, go inside, filter around, check it out yourself.
Oh, yeah.
They're quite cozy. They come with a variety of upgrades, which you can get later. But you seem like you're here in important business, and you seem like good repeat customers. I always like
Definitely
to
be back.
build a loyal customer base. So I will give you this one for 200 gold.
Done.
All right, here you
And are
go.
we still splitting the cost?
Yep.
Okay. So I'll drop 100 and
I'll drop 100.
You want that boxed? Or are you just gonna walk out with it?
no, we'll carry it out.
All right. So you'll take
While we're here.
the money.
Yeah.
Put it away in his register.
While we're here, let's talk armor.
Armor. If you're talking armor, you're gonna want to go next door. There's this shop is Maynard's Menagerie. Just down the street is Ancient Blades. They do blades and armor and stuff.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you'll just follow right around the perimeter walkway of the city, just down like 3 blocks. Can't miss it.
We'll hit it if we have time.
All right.
I try to put the entire chest. I want to walk in and see what it looks like. How do I? What's the magic word? Did you ask?
Oh, yeah. Come in. I'll tell you. I'll teach you how to set the passcode and whatnot. And he he tells you how to like reset the password. It's just got a default password on it right now. So he tells you how to reset the password, and he's like, all right, now you can. No, you just go in there. You say the phrase, set password, and then you say the password, and then you can set other things like it's got voice activated lighting. You can say the word exit to exit, or the word enter to enter. You don't have to climb in.
Enter.
Okay.
Enter.
Yeah.
Thing work?
So you. Yeah. So as you say enter, you find yourself transported, sucked into the bag. You find yourself standing in an empty room. With. It's pretty simple. It's like a 15 by 15 room. No doors, no windows, no furniture. There is like a nice hardwood floor, and it is lit. It's well lit. Yeah, but other than that, there's nothing in here quite yet.
Can I drop my shield, like in the far left corner of the room, and then try to exit?
Yeah.
All right, exit.
You feel yourself once again pulled back out, dropped right in the space that you were before. Your shield
I
is
still have everything on me.
except for your shield.
Okay. And then I enter.
Okay, you pop back in. Everything looks the same. Your shield is still in the corner.
All right. I will sleight of hand my shield for the chest, and then exit.
I don't know if anyone's in
Why?
there with you. I don't know if you do this like that.
No, we're good.
Alright. Yeah, you do it. Super sneaky. No one sees you.
Okay, checks out. It's in like the form of a satchel, right?
Yeah, like a messenger bag.
All right, I'm gonna like double knot it around my waist, like just like
Okay.
tie it, and try to hide it a little bit over like my robe and my cloak.
It just looks like a regular bag.
Oh well, still, I'm a little paranoid right now.
Fair enough.
Alright.
I'll remove it from my inventory and you can add it to your.
Okay.
And what do you guys want the password to be? Or if you guys want to keep it secret from each other, you can just DM it to me.
Okay.
Wait. Does it work for each of us? Like,
So
we
it's
each get
no,
our
it's
own-
one password. It's one password to
Oh.
like unlock it or lock it.
We can just leave it open for now and figure that out later.
Okay.
I think we should make it just us screaming at it. Give me chocolate.
Well, if you screen it, then other people know the password.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm thinking something in Sylvan, because I don't feel like that's a super common language.
But
I mean, it's common
Do we
enough,
all
unfortunately.
Is it? What's the most uncommon? Oh, no.
I've got Celestial.
Celestial could work. That's a pretty uncommon language.
I've got common, dwarvish, and gnomish, so
You could make it thieves can't. Something just kind of weird and thieves can't.
I got celestial and common, only 2.
Celestial, Common, Draconic, Druidic, Dwarvish, Elvish, and Sylvan.
Jesus.
yeah, we're not worried about whether you can speak it. I think
Still can't speak thieves can't.
I mean, is these can't really a spoken language? Is it more of a written?
I've been
It's
told.
both. So Thieves' Cant is less a language and more the art of sneaking hidden messages into other forms of conversation or action.
Ah.
So you can do symbols that other thieves would recognize. You can say regular conversation. So what me and you we're talking right now in a regular conversation. But if I was using Thieves' Cant, I could convey to somebody who had Thieves' Cant a different message based on like what I'm saying and how I'm saying it. Because a trained thief would be able to recognize those like keywords.
Like how mind readers used to do a thing where it's like based on the wording, you knew like what it was they had in their hand or what they were trying to speak. So like one person's blindfolded, the other person's like, "Oh, see what I have in my hand? Oh, see means that you have a wallet," or "What do I have in my hand?" means it's a phone or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yes, Thieves' Cant is more about hidden messages than its own like dialect.
Okay.
And you can use Thieves' Cant in any language. But yeah. Okay.
That's cool. I just found out that if you hover over your languages, it tells you where you learn them from
Mhm.
in D&D Beyond.
Nice.
That's a cool feature.
All right, so next up. All right, someone was wanting armor, yes?
Yeah, or weapons, whichever one I can afford right now.
Okay. So heading over to the what did I say? Ancient Blades. Heading over to Ancient Blades. Can you give me a luck roll?
Yeah, 1 sec.
Oh, you already used your nat 20.
I'm not sure how to do that in D&D Beyond.
Oh, so that's just when I say luck roll. Sorry. To be clear, when I say luck roll, I just mean a d20 with no modifier because it's a test of your luck.
There we go. That's a 19.
That's a 19. Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah. They do have some
Yeah,
some
I'm looking
upgraded
for short swords and armor.
weapons and armor. They have So, let's see, out of those, how many of them are... Okay. Only one of them is... Just a second, I'm rolling on tables. So...
Yeah.
There we go. Okay. They have... Okay. As far as armor goes, they have a set of +1 half plate. And then as far as weapons go, they have a +1 light crossbow. They have a +1 heavy crossbow. They have a +1 short sword.
Oh, hell yeah, that's
And they have a +1. Wait, hold on. Let me just double check. They have a +2. No, that's the wrong die. Here we go. A +2 warhammer.
Can I even use the plate armor?
So it's half plate. It's medium armor. So if you can use medium armor, then you can use the half plate. It's +1. I don't think you can afford it.
I don't
Half
think I
plate's
think I'm
pretty
light on it.
expensive. They do just have like standard types of armor too. They have leather armor, studded leather armor. If you're looking for light,
Yeah,
you can just
how
buy.
much is the how much is the +1 short sword?
The +1 short sword is 210 gold pieces.
Ooh, I can afford that. I can. Can I try to haggle that down to 200?
Yeah, you can get it for 200
Oh, perfect.
if you've got one of the Deathscape members with you.
I
So,
believe it.
to bid your mic on.
Do they come with me into the shop?
Yes.
Cool. Then yeah.
Yeah, so they can get it. You can get it for 200.
Cool. I will buy that.
Okay. Yeah, they actually
had
quite a
a
lot
of
of magic weapons and stuff, surprisingly.
Can I sell him my short sword?
You can sell it. He will buy it for about 4 gold.
Perfect.
Okay.
No, after this, I'm thinking we're feeling lucky. Can we find? Is there a bowyer or a fletcher down the way?
So there was. Oh, right. You don't want the crossbows. You just want the bows.
Yep, a longbow preferably.
Let's double check. Probably not. This looks like the weapon shop. There are like longbows and stuff here, but none of them are fancy or masterwork or magical or anything like that.
That is unfortunate. Offhand topic: do you track ammo for the bows like other like some camp people, or I know a lot of games like to only track magical or silvered ammunition.
I would, unless you have some kind of like enchanted or repeating shots type thing, I would like you to track your ammo, but I am not going to, because that would be too much. Tracking ammo for like 20 players would be too much work.
Oh no, yeah, no. Because so a couple of the games I play in where they just don't care about tracking non-magical ammo at all. But yeah, no. If that because like that's why I'm gonna be very sparse with my bow. Unless they got a good quiver that's like infinite regular ammunition, but you know that's not a thing. I wish it was a thing, but that's probably not a thing.
Actually had a player who had something like that commissioned from an enchantress that you'll meet later, but it was pretty pricey. So
I figured
it was a few thousand gold.
Later,
How many arrows do you have?
when my skills are better, I can make a repeating shot on your bow. That would just magically create a arrow.
See, that would be great, but right now I would like to get just for sanity's sake, a good 20 to 40 arrows.
That's a good idea.
Repeating shot is so funny because it just turns everything into a block.
Yeah. That was gonna be the next one. I was probably gonna get either that or like a +1 dual weapon.
Yes.
Well,
DM,
the
I
repeating
would
shot,
like
repeating shot also gives a +1, but it's only for ranged weapons, so you can't put it on melee
Yeah.
weapons.
Gotcha.
But yeah, either way, arrows and quivers.
Yeah, if you're hard up for arrows, I have 18, and I don't use my bow that much.
20 arrows is 1 gold.
Ooh, okay, so I'll drop 3 gold on 60 arrows.
Do you need extra quivers for those, or do you just get like a bundle of arrows and you're refilling your quiver whenever you run out?
If I could find like a larger quiver, I'd be very appreciative of that.
Not here, but that is, I think you're referencing like a quiver of Ilona or something. So that's something that you might be able to find elsewhere or another time when you come back, because I've already determined what magic items this shop has for today.
Believe me, that's fine. More or less, just if I can get like what's quivers run?
Quivers are also 1 gold apiece.
Ooh.
So a quiver of 20 arrows, or a quiver with 20 arrows is 2 gold pieces. but just the 20 arrows is 1 gold pieces.
All right, I'm just dropping 6 gold.
Okay.
All
Alright. Anything else that you guys wanted to do before?
I imagine that as everybody was shopping, Tabithy was buying stuff. We don't have to roleplay that.
Okay.
I just want there to be known that she has a lot of snacks.
But how many snacks, by the way, did you say?
Well, I was gonna do 20 gold, but I might do 10 since I spent 100.
10 gold? So that's 20 rations worth of snacks.
Amazing.
So you can eat for 20 days on the snacks that you bought.
Perfect. And she's gonna stuff that in this bag of holding.
Okay.
He's just hovering, bored, watching you guys shop. He doesn't have enough money for any of this stuff. He doesn't need anything that he can afford.
So yes.
Alright.
I will remove that.
Off we go then.
So for the bag of holding,
Mm.
should the person carrying it be logging everything, or would it be possible to make, I don't know if this is doable or plausible, but like another text channel that's just for the bag of holding so we can each edit what is in there and not?
That's a good idea.
That is a good
Here we
idea.
go.
I'm
I'm just gonna call it inventory. I'm gonna throw it underneath characters.
Awesome.
If anyone does not have permissions, let me know, because you should all have permissions by default. Okay.
Thank you.
Alright.
20 days of rations that are all snacks. In the bag of holding. Yay.
Alright. So, do you guys move on?
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah. I'm good.
Alright. Coming up, you guys get to the airship dock at Flyer Under Tower. And there you see a large skyship. This one is a, well, not, too large. It's about the size of a brigantine. So bigger than a sloop, smaller than like a frigate. There are, a couple of other people getting on the ship. They're, calling people over to board. Who are you? Yeah. So who? What are you doing?
Trying to board.
Okay. Are you?
Look for whatever applicable train station, whatever information that Sergeant Villeroy gave us to meet up with our connection.
Okay.
With
Who
Kettle
are you?
too, right?
With Kettle? Okay.
Kettle?
Oh yeah, we're taking back.
Alright, so
Yeah,
you
you
guys
have to, right?
and Kettle get on the ship, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. And as you guys set off, or if we'll wave you off. And you will
We're up here.
start to head out. So you know where to find him if you need him. Well, more or less.
In a body bag because of the task.
Hopefully not.
You see him laughing. He's not denying any of it.
If Orpheer
I don't like to deny
dead,
just in case I want to use something.
If Orpheer ends up dead, I'm going on a revenge/murder quest.
Same. How dare you touch
Don't
me?
Don't worry, I like
Orpheer.
Orpheer. I'm probably not going to murder him off screen.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Off screen, being the keyword there.
Words have meaning. We're watching you.
Well, I can't promise anything on screen.
He's so planning to murder Orpheer.
I'm not planning on murdering you guys, but I'm not going to promise that you won't die.
I'm not planning on murdering you guys.
Actually, that's a
lie.
lie. I plan on murdering you guys more than any other NPC. That's what combat's about.
I killed my first PC last night when I was DMing. I felt so bad.
And I've noticed my DMing style has become a lot more lenient. I used to be absolutely brutal.
Because, I'll cry. And you don't want to cry.
No, like just when I first started DMing in my One Piece D&D that lasted for like 4 years, almost everyone went through like 2 or 3 characters, except for one who I tried to kill so bad, and I don't know how. He was a squishy. He was a squishy rogue bard who played like a barbarian fighter.
Oh my god.
Always in the front lines, throwing hands. I don't know how. He never used like his bard stuff either. He used his rogue stuff. He just always survived. He had con was his dump stat.
Crazy.
I tried killing him so many times. Anyways. Yeah.
Real life plot armor.
Yeah,
Squirrel.
for real. I saved him one time ever, and that was like towards the beginning. And then after that I was like, can I just please? What does it take to kill you?
You missed your chance.
A gun.
I did take his life though. He had to get it replaced with like the bottom part of the spring fed cannon. Anyways, yes, so I'm glad that you asked. We are going to, with this, transition from Sharn into the airship, into travel over the, cross country and stuff. We're going to take a short little break. And, a little intermission. And then we will be right back.
Sounds good.
Alright, cool. Thanks. See you guys in a bit.
Alrighty.
Yay.
I have nothing to do because I'm in a hotel room.
You can stretch your legs. You can just do some squats real quick, get the blood flowing.
I've been doing that.
Rest
So I
your
got the
eyes, go
camera
look at
off.
something different.
Get the bloods.
Alright, I'm back.
Learned how to
I
do the
could
blood
just
hand
stare at
sign
the wall
in
for
German
something.
class in high school.
I wonder what items can I get DoorDash to the front door?
You and your fucking DoorDash. How much a year do you spend on DoorDash, my dude?
Oh. If he's anything like me, it's too goddamn much.
Yeah, I know it's too much. This dude will DoorDash French fries at midnight.
Why would I put clothes on, get out of bed, get in my car, drive several minutes up the street, sit in a drive-through, have to talk to another human being to order, drive home. Why would I do all of that shit when I could just pay like $10 to have somebody
At
do it for
2:11
me?
a.m. on December 1st, 2027,
And I can
your
just
house in
Because
El
it's
Paso, Texas will be
$10.
approached by numerous unidentified
And-
beings of Finally,
You know what
once
you
we're
could do
outside,
with
it is time to
$10?
unleash
That's
the
like
fury
3 Red
of a
Bulls.
20,000 kilogram block of solid subcritical
Yeah,
uranium
and I
235.
work at a
With your-
grocery store, so I get a discount. And rock stars are usually buy one get one free. So I'm
So
good
that's
with
Once
it.
even
you're outside,
more
it is
rock
time to
stars.
unleash the fury of a 20,000 kilogram block of solid
And you
subcritical uranium
underestimate
235.
how extremely lazy I am once I get comfortable.
Can you DoorDash
I wonder if
a
my cat is
20,000
asleep.
kilogram block of solid subcritical uranium 225?
I mean, probably.
With your house
I
app,
mean,
you
I
don't
did
don't
need to
think
send-
there's a
DoorDash.
restaurant that sells that.
I did DoorDash a 40-gallon tank for the mice.
Oh, that's why that was on the door.
Dude, how else was I going to get it to the house? I have a broken
wondering
bone
about
in my
that.
leg and a broken bone in my hand.
Exactly.
Do you think I'm carrying anything?
Hop with your other leg, carry it with your other hand. Problem solved.
One time,
Yeah.
working for DoorDash or for Instacart, I was working for Instacart, and I have like a tiny little, like hatchback, little car, little baby, little. And one person that I took their order without looking at what they actually were ordering because it had like a really good tip on it, and it was about 800 fucking pounds of dirt, bags of like soil for your yard and shit. I wanted to cry. My time was so fucked on that one because I couldn't take all of it in one trip. Like my car physically couldn't have handled all of that weight.
That's wild.
So I had to like deliver half of it and then come back to Lowe's and pick up the other half of it and then deliver that. And it was such a nightmare. I was like, God, I
Who
don't wanna do this again.
Instacart's that?
I know. Why
like,
the
just-
fuck would you do that? Like you.
So I guess
Are
the
you
answer
costs
to
so
what
much money.
the answer
It's
to
not
what
even that,
restaurant
but,
would
like, why would you-
have that 20,000 kilograms of uranium is Lowe's. Lowe's apparently will DoorDash that.
See, told you.
Can't get
Probably.
uranium from Lowe's.
My
I've tried.
Maybe you just didn't try hard enough.
Definitely didn't try hard enough.
Did you ask the front counter people or did you ask
my
the
tail
guys
lights
on their
just-
smoke break in the back?
I asked the weird, like, Mexican dude standing out front.
Oh well, he's not gonna have access to uranium.
Neither are the guys on their smoke break in the back.
They might know somebody.
Possibly. I know you can get a Meraceum from Lowe's.
What is that?
It's another radioactive element.
Oh.
I
mean,
think
if you-
I think it's a Meraceum. Hold on, let me look that.
But
to make
also,
one last stand.
That was my least favorite thing to get on Instacart though, was like plants. Because like the website or whatever, the app like would always have plants listed that were out of season, didn't exist right now. So I would get there and they would want like, oh, I want 4 6-inch tall blah 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 blahs, whatever. And I spend 45 minutes looking for this one plant. They don't even have it. And then I'm like, okay, well now I gotta find something to substitute it with. That's the hardest thing. If you don't know somebody, trying to buy a house plant for somebody that you don't know and you don't know shit about them is the hardest fucking thing in the world. I don't know what kind of lighting you're working with. I don't know if you know what the plant you were trying to get is. I don't know if you like want to water it. I don't know if you like this color. Oh my god.
and they have no way
Yeah.
to like contact them.
You can, but like the customer half the time doesn't fucking know what they're talking about either. And then they like start looking up pictures of other stuff that they don't have. It's a nightmare. If y'all ever do Instacart, don't fucking take orders with flowers on it. Just don't. It's
Gotcha.
not worth it.
Also, I looked it up. It is a Meraceum 241 that you can get from Lowe's.
At that point, why not just buy a bunch of smoke detectors? Don't they have like some small radioactive elements in
That
them?
was the joke. That's what's in smoke detectors. It's Americium 241.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I just remember a story.
I
This
missed
actually
that.
happened. A Boy Scout got a bunch of smoke detectors and pulled the Americium out of them, and then built a homemade nuclear reactor in his backyard.
No shit.
Oh, they did an episode on that in what's that show that's about like young Sheldon?
I think Young Sheldon is
Young
the name of the
Sheldon.
Yeah,
show.
it's just called
Oh.
Young Sheldon.
Well,
And yes, they did.
yeah.
Yeah, nuclear reactors are surprisingly simple.
Isn't it just boiling water? Like,
Pretty much.
I almost just
It's
died.
exactly the same as like a steam generator. You just replace the wood or coal burner with, nuclear elements. And then controlling the reaction is also surprisingly simple. It's just really dangerous if you mess it up.
Yeah, boom.
Which is,
There goes the neighborhood.
yeah, the most complicated thing about it is all the safety controls. And fun fact, most nuclear power plants are using equipment that was first manufactured in like the 60s.
Yeah.
I
So
know this.
maybe.
I know this because the company that I work for, supplies breakers for nuclear facilities. So they will custom order breakers that they manufactured back in the 40s, and they'll build them brand new in the factories. And the reason they do that is one, they're reliable, and two, no computers, so they can't be hacked.
Dope.
The more you know.
The more you know.
It's just like asking the question, where can I get one of the demon cores?
You can't, they dismantled.
Lulu?
I'm sure there's somewhere.
Have any of you guys
No,
seen
they dismantled them.
the home defense with Sweet Baby Ray's?
I have not seen this.
So I threw it in the art and memes channel in the D&D community server because it seemed relevant to what we were talking about.
Give me a second.
It's about 3 minutes long. It's not too bad.
Cannons for home defense.
As the founding fathers intended.
Okay, that's unironically one of my favorite videos.
Speaking of home defense, not really home defense, but I just ordered a Thompson contender.
You ordered a what?
Nice.
A Thompson contender, dude. I've been
I don't know
wanting.
what that is.
It's a Tommy.
It's a pistol.
Oh,
It is.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been wanting this pistol for. It's a single shot, pistol. I've been wanting for, literally, like 10 years.
no
Nice.
kidding.
Oh man, I'm so excited for it.
I
It
really
is a
want to
single
get like
shot.
one.
What do you say?
I really want to get one of the old revolvers from like World War One that we used.
Yeah, absolutely.
I really want to track down. I can never remember the name of it, but the bolt action that we used in World War One.
The bolt action waller that we used.
Yeah, I can never remember the name of the gun.
It was the one that was. Shoot, I know this from COD. I also know that historically, it was known for its really loud like rechamber ping.
No, you're thinking of World War Two. That's the M1 Grand.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
that was World War
Actually,
II.
my roommate has like 2 of those.
Dude, that's sick, dude. That's cool as fuck.
My best
They're
friend's dad
sick.
had one. He had like a bayonet on it and everything.
Yeah, he let our roommate let me shoot it at a gun range, and oh my god, it's so much fun.
That's cool, though. Yeah.
Personally, I have a Mosin Nagant, which
Oh,
the Russians used in World War One and Two,
I met
but
him
was
for
kind of
that.
being phased out in World War Two.
Uh,
So I've got
Bolt
a
action. That thing is so much fun.
yeah. I don't have anything fancy. I just have a couple ARs.
so I've
A few
got
pistols.
a 30-06 and a 50 cal black powder.
Ooh,
Wow.
I love the muzzleloader hunt. If I'm being honest, I like that way more than I like the rifle hunt. So
fun fact: black powder guns are not considered firearms.
really,
Yeah, they're not considered guns. They're considered something else, but they're not considered guns. Because I looked
interesting.
this up. There is the Lamat revolver, which was used in the Civil War. Unfortunately, it was used by the South, but it is the coolest revolver that I have ever seen. It's I want to say a 7-shot revolver with an underbarrel 20 gauge shotgun.
All right. What's it called? What is it?
The Lamat. Lemat. They're kind of hard to find. Like you can't find an original Lamat, but there was a company that did a production run of them in the early 2000s that you can find. They're
This is
expensive. They're expensive shit, but you can
this is
find them.
cool as hell, dude. This is cool as hell.
Is everyone back?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
Hop back over to the live stream then.
All
Alright.
Welcome
Welcome
back,
back,
It's a mine
everyone.
shop, wow.
We are heading out. You guys, the ship that you're in does look a lot like that ship that you see right there on the left. This airship transits background art is actually official like Eberron art. It's of like an airship heading into Sharn. So I figured that was appropriate for an airship heading out of Sharn.
Fancy.
But yeah, so the ship that you're on kind of looks like that one. It's got the struts that reach out that form the bindings for the elemental ring that propels the ship through the air. As you guys are going, you're going at about 20 miles an hour, which doesn't seem fast to us because we're used to driving cars and stuff like that. But in this setting, 20, 30 miles an hour is like the fastest that anything goes.
Especially across continent.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, you guys are traveling at about 20 miles an hour, and it's just over a 4-day trip. As you guys travel through the air, the first day. Hold on. Let me pull up a reference so that I can. Yeah. As you guys travel through, the first day. At the end of the day, you travel for just over 10 hours. And they set down the ship to make camp for the night, give the elemental a break, things like that.
So
you can travel about 10 hours a day. You've got 2 pilots working. A few other passengers alongside you heading this way.
I have a question.
Yes.
During those 10 hours a day that we're traveling, can we like train skills? Like I know Astastro wanted to work on the languages.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah, so any travel time will be considered like downtime generally. Also for things like learning their language or training a skill or something like that, you can work on them also over the course of a long rest if you're not doing anything else with that long rest.
Okay. So how long does it take to learn a language or up your proficiency in a skill?
It takes 250 days, but each time that you spend your day or your time with a trainer, with like a proper trainer, then it's doubled. Your progress is doubled. So instead of getting 1, you get 2.
Okay, so because Pebble speaks Draconic, if I were to try to learn Draconic from him, would that count as having a trainer?
Yeah, let's see. It would work that way. If you were trying to do it like player to player, both players would have to use their, downtime on that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you could learn Draconic from Pebble, and it would take you about 125 days. Well, equivalently 125 days. You would still get 250.
Yeah, it just all your training time is double.
Yeah.
Could Tabithy train with if there's a bar on the ship brewing?
There isn't a bar on the ship, but you can train yourself in the brewing as long as you have like the stuff to do so. Like brewer's tools and whatnot.
Yeah, I'm looking to see. I don't know if I took that one. I don't think I did. Okay. I'll have to get some at some point. Then I guess I will just be tinkering with Beep. Training on my tinkering.
All right. So as you guys are traveling, you're doing your own thing, passing the time while you travel. The second day, you guys, at the end of the day, you find a place to sit down to park. Or, at the end of the day, this is kind of a small campsite enclosed by higher mountain ridges and stuff just north of Rote. There's a little path that heads down to the Dagger River in case anyone wanted to, bathe off or do anything.
Bathing?
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah, absolutely. That sounds great for me.
Oh yeah, Lorbor's gonna do a quick wash his clothes a little bit.
Gotta keep clean.
You would hide from the animals that way.
Is it though? I would think a floral scent would attract something, being like, "What is this?" rather than something that
No.
blends its
Bathing
surroundings.
in like river water, like clean river water, is gonna be better for keeping your scent off because you're washing all the dirty, sweat and stuff, and that's what animals are gonna smell. You just don't use any scented soaps.
That's fair.
And then take this chance to hide Lorvor's shirt just a little further upstream.
Bold of you to assume that I'm wearing a shirt.
Oh yeah.
How do you know so much about this sort of thing, Lorivor? Did you live in the wilderness for a while? Are you a wild child?
Something like that.
What does that mean? Were you raised by wolves?
No.
A
Nothing like
true
that.
alpha.
I spent some time in the woods learning.
Chubby boy, what does that mean?
Let's just say
Are you a
I...
werewolf?
No. Just... How do I put this? I spent some time on my own, living off the land. Learned quite a few things through trial and error.
You were homeless and you lived in the woods.
I did that once, but Daddy called it camping.
We're in the woods, right? Like,
Yeah. So you guys are in like this small clearing between like some rocky outcroppings and forest and whatnot.
so there is something I would like to do. I'm gonna just 1 sec. I'm gonna DM you real. DM the DM.
Okay.
DM and the GM.
So if you DM the DM's DM, then who are you really DMing?
The
The
DM's
DM's DM.
Secrets don't make friends.
Secrets don't make friends. We make love, and love falls apart.
Did you get that?
I really need to see this table, but yeah. Go ahead and give me a
It's a really
performance
big
check.
table.
Yep.
Yeah, sure. If I could, I accidentally closed my stuff.
Is there any way that I'd be able to help out or give guidance or anything like this, or is this a solo?
Oh, it's a solo thing.
Yeah,
It's,
for sure.
it's an annoyance thing, probably.
I think he's trying to trick us.
5.
Not very good. Not very good at all.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, on
So-
ears.
You guys do hear the sound of a pan flute in the woods, not too far
Like,
away.
really bad.
It's not the best, if I'm being honest.
I'm being honest.
But anyone who would go like
We're
check it out, Lorvor Lorbor's playing this flute, and he's got a bunch of like flies and gnats and mosquitoes fly around him.
It's not what I was going for. But I'll take it.
I mean, you got
It
a five,
it
so.
was an attempt.
What the fuck are you doing?
Upon seeing the flies and gnats, I put the flute away with the hope that they disperse.
Right now we've got bugs. Thanks.
Once you put it away, they just you know go back to
You seem to
being.
be a fan. Sorry. It's like you seem to be a fan of malfunctioning wind instruments.
That one didn't malfunction. I'm just not that good at playing it.
What is it, a pan flute?
Yeah.
Shit, I can't help you there. I don't know how to play a pan flute.
Alright. So, as you guys start to, maybe go to your tents, get settled for the night. Actually do, if you want to, up in the top right, click the tactical map.
Oh shit, fudge.
For some reason, alchemy keeps closing the game on me.
Oh,
It's because we're not, like, actively using the tactical map and moving stuff around, and because we're not actively, like, moving stuff around on the tactical map, it thinks that we're not playing. In case people
Gotcha.
out.
Yeah. What you're missing is an obnoxious "Are you still there?" message that if you don't say yes, I'm still there,
It'll close you, yeah, after like a minute.
Like, yes, motherfucker. I'm just looking at my character sheet.
Yeah, so
We should probably take watches.
Meep can take my watch. I need to sleep.
I'll take the last watch if that's okay with everyone.
I will.
I'll take whatever watch.
I think Fane is gonna stay up for the first half of the night. He just needs
Oh!
short.
All right. I guess
I call
Mike,
whatever watch Pebble's on.
yeah. Mike's going to bed. He'll take the last watch, I guess.
Kevin's taking a watch?
No.
Yes, Kebble.
No. No.
I mean, not alone, obviously.
Okay, so who said they were taking the first watch?
I'm essentially taking first and second.
Okay. So as you guys are all, finding wherever it is that you're sleeping and stuff, you can go ahead and reposition yourself wherever you want.
Right there, next to the fire.
Right. Everyone's right as everyone's like starting to get off to sleep and stuff. Fane,
Roll initiative.
what is your passive perception?
15.
Okay.
Only
Fane, you
up
hear
with everyone.
you hear the clopping of hooves coming up from the path that leads down to the river. As a small, almost warband approaches
Oh, it's more than 4 hooves.
No, it's only one set of hooves. Coming up from this path is a hobgoblin riding a bull. It says boar. It says giant boar. It's a bull, I promise.
I see them.
There's just not a bull stat block. Yeah, so a hobgoblin riding a bull and 2 goblins march up the path. As the hobgoblin looks over across your camp, Fane, it looks like you approach.
Yeah, I'm up and on my feet, and I think he's got his little staff, his little quarter staff in his hands, and he's loud. He's making noise. He's trying to wake anybody up that can.
Yeah, I'll say, this will be, everyone will be like laying down to go to sleep, but if they are asleep at all, it's like just barely falling asleep, so they're really easy to wake up.
So we're awake now?
Yeah,
Yes.
you're all
Okay.
awake. You're not in your armor, but you are awake.
Ah! Okay, I'm
Close enough.
Can I say hello in Goblin?
Yeah, you can say hello, Goblin.
Oh god, they probably didn't speak common.
No, they speak common. The hobgoblin on top is going to look disdainfully across your group. And he will say, "Adventurers, my name is Rock the Bull, and you have something that belongs to me."
Oh, he's dusk.
Yeah, getting a better look at him in the light of the fire, which has not quite gone out yet, and like the torches that have been set up around camp. You can tell that he is definitely Dosk. He looks at you and said, "I should have known Gar would have botched this." "Oh well, that's what I'm here for. Hand over the books."
You're outnumbered. Just leave and let us go back to sleep.
"I may be outnumbered, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna back down. Besides, pat his unusual mount. He said, "I'm quite confident."
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I've got this one, and she pushes out Meep, who just kind of waves and blinks a little.
My bedtime was just ruined, so I am not in a very happy mood, so I'm just gonna move this along in fairy fire.
Tell me that again.
All right, dude. I'm so here for this.
I'm prepping to add another counter or another tally.
I'm just gonna
As
fairy
soon
fire.
as you say this, Michelangelo is like getting ready. Doesn't have armor on, but he's getting his sword.
I already have my bow in hand, bows and arrows and all that shit. Yeah,
What's
no,
my
I'm just done.
initiative?
Fuck.
Alright, so with that casting of fairy fire, I will roll those dex saves, but first, can I get everyone to roll initiative?
That's a
You got it.
21.
And I just
15.
sent you something, Meg. Hopefully that works and is doable.
Awesome.
Yeah.
6.
Initiative.
16.
So is that Michelangelo?
Correct. At least
Awesome.
for now, just to help everyone out.
Yeah, do you want me to upload that on your alchemy, or do you want to?
I don't know how.
Okay,
I'll-
so you'll just click on your character, and click view, and then in the top left there should be a little thing there that says edit, and then you can just click on the
Wow. Okay, cool.
Okay, so rock to the bull. That's not the best initiative roll I've ever done.
Okay, cool. That's okay. I'm okay with that.
Cool. Alright, so what is everyone's? We've got 21, 13, 6, and 16.
Yep.
And 9.
And 9. Okay.
Oh,
Alright, there it is, yeah. Alright. And then that is a 5, 5, and a 5. Okay. They all have different dex modifiers, and they all rolled the same number.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
So we have Lorivor, Istosera.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Okay. Tibithi.
Yeah.
Okay. Keble goes after Tibithi, and then Michelangelo,
Kebble's after Tabithy. That's crazy.
and then Fane,
It's okay, I'm the healer. I should be at the bottom. Just don't let him.
and
knock me
then
out.
Rock the Bull,
Oh, good.
the Bull, and the Goblins.
Oh, good.
They all rolled a 5.
All right. Let's make Mech not play. That's the plan.
Yeah.
Alright, so,
Well-
I'm gonna go ahead and... I still have not figured out a way to overlay a timer onto the... anything that you can see.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I have not figured out how to do that yet. If anyone ever finds out, please let me know. So I will just have to do the timer on my phone. The initiative order is Lorivor, Estosera, Tibithi, Keble, Michelangelo, Fane, and then all of the enemies. Lorivor, it's your turn. Estosera is up. I turn the timer over to you.
Are any of them lit up with fairy fire?
Oh, shoot. Let me pause your time. You're right, I forgot. They all have to make dex saves. So let me just get a second dice out. And the DC is
14.
14.
14.
Okay, of the 4 of them, only Rock, only the Hobgoblin, is lit up. The rest of them managed to avoid it somehow.
Perfect. In that case, I think I know exactly what I'm going to do. So I'm going to move the 6 foot or 5 foot that I need to be in range. I'm going to take a swing with my short sword.
at
That's 10.
okay, that's not gonna hit anybody.
Okay. I'm gonna take a swing with my. Oh wait. Um, do I get a plus to that because he's lit up with fairy fire?
It's advantage. Or if you're attacking the hobgoblin.
I am.
Alright. And then, is there anything you're doing? Oh, and you said you're doing another swing with your bonus action.
Yeah. It still doesn't hit with the advantage.
I don't see a second roll.
Oh, do I need to take a second roll with the short sword?
Yeah, so,
Yeah, so advantage
roll
is-
twice.
Oh, so I just rolled twice with advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So advantage you
Advantage
roll
is-
twice and take the higher. Disadvantage you roll twice and take the lower.
Okay, that's a 14. Does that hit?
14 does not hit.
Damn. Okay.
He's got he's got a shield, a long sword. He's got a long bow on his back.
Gotcha. In that case, I'm going to use my bonus action, two-weapon fighting, and swing with the dagger.
Okay.
17. Does that hit?
A 17 doesn't quite hit. He just barely manages to block it, to deflect it with his shield.
Damn. Okay. In that case, I'm going to use my a cunning action to disengage.
Oh, you already used your bonus
and
action.
away. In that case, I'm just gonna use the rest of my move and get away.
Okay. So that is going to provoke 2 opportunity attacks.
Oh, from the bull and the. Yeesh.
Okay, so the bull misses, but he hits.
Okay.
So he'll swing his sword down at you. Let me pull up my damage dice. Probably should have done this already. Here we go. Dealing 6 points.
Okay.
Actually, 12 points of slashing
Oh
damage.
wow.
I
All
forget,
right.
once
Down
per
to-
turn, he gets an extra 2d6.
All right.
Yikes! Holy crap!
Okay. Next time, wait for me to stand next to you.
Yeah. Well, I was hoping because I have the +1 short sword and the dagger. I was like, one of those is gonna hit, probably.
What could possibly go wrong?
And
At
then I was
second
hoping, that I could do sneak attack and deal the extra damage.
So your sneak attack would have activated because you have advantage. But
Yeah. So I was like, that if I could have hit with one of them. Okay, so now I know his AC is 18.
It's for sure 18.
Well, a 17 just barely didn't hit. So his meter beat is 18.
All right.
okay,
I
it's
have far, so
okay.
the shit.
Istasra, it is your turn. Then Timothy is on deck. Istasra, I turn the time over to you.
Alright. I figured that boar is going to be the easiest thing to hit, so...
It's a bull.
Bull.
You're right.
I'm going to take a go with my longbow. 16.
6 at the which one?
The bull.
The bull. Okay. 16 hits.
7 damage.
Okay.
And with that, I pass.
Alright, And then let me token size tiny. Okay. Sorry, give me just a second. I'm throwing meat on the field. And
Thank
then
you.
show, and then also share with Tabithy. So Tabithy, I have shared meat with you. I don't know if you're able to replace the picture or if I need to do that, but we can figure that out after the
Okay.
combat.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Tabithy, it is your turn, and then Kettle. Tabithy, go ahead.
Alright. I am gonna cast grease. Could I cast grease in a circle, just like all around those guys?
Yes.
60 feet.
So, yeah, they are within range. What is Grease's radius again?
60 feet.
No, I mean,
Grease?
yeah, Grease. So its range is 60 feet, and then it creates a X foot radius, 10 foot radius.
10
Okay.
foot.
Yeah, so if you centered it like right here, you could hit all of them.
Sweet. I'm gonna do that.
Okay. So Goblin 2 succeeds, does not fall prone. Goblin 1 does fall prone. The Bull does fall prone.
Yes!
But Rock somehow manages to stay atop it.
Weird, but okay.
Okay.
Like the bull like falls prone, like the way the horses lie down, you know. Like it's not like sideways. It's it's on its stomach.
So what you're saying is he's easier to hit?
The bull is easier to hit.
But not the rider?
The rider is fairy fired, so he's also easy.
Okay. Makes sense.
Also, the bull cannot charge us now.
That's good. Good job.
And if
True.
and then she's gonna send me kinda like over here and have him shoot at the bull. Let me roll this.
Got everyone lubed up.
Yes.
Don't say that.
That's
Mike's about to
exactly
get
what
in
she
there.
said. Okay. Sorry, I have to look up the homunculus thing.
Well, now that they're all greased up, they're also all equally.
Flammable?
Yeah, there we go.
Force strike. Yes. Okay. I don't know why. Alright, so he's gonna do force strike. Ah, he's gonna miss.
All right.
Okay, that's it.
Then that makes it Kettle's turn, and then Michelangelo. Kettle's gonna be like, Daddy Skull! And he's gonna generate like an orb, like a blue orb of like crackling lightning, and he is going to throw it at one of those four.
I'm sorry, did he say dad?
No, he said, ha!
Oh.
He's gonna cast
dad, he's
chromatic
scary.
orb. Wow. I rolled with advantage, but I didn't need it because they were both 19.
Damn.
For 17 lightning damage.
Jesus. That was on the base.
This like fries the hobgoblin. His hair's standing up on end, but he's still holding on to consciousness.
Okay.
He's not looking good though. And then Kevin's gonna be like, ah, you were supposed to die. He's gonna run back. Michelangelo, it's your turn, then Fane is on deck. So Michelangelo, I turn the time over to you.
Michelangelo will remember the firepower that he just saw. For sure. He's worried.
Michelangelo, remember this.
Yes. So I think what I want to do is I want to hold my, well, where is the grease again?
So the grease is 10-foot radius centered here. So it goes all the way out to, like, I'm gonna add fog to describe the grease.
Okay.
Grease.
Alright, I'm gonna go. Okay, bonus action, Shield of Faith. And then I will attack the Hobgoblin.
Okay. And you're shield of faithing yourself?
Correct. So my AC goes up by 2. Because I don't have armor, it's gonna be at 14.
Okay. Alright, so take your attack on the Hobgoblin with advantage because he is fairy fired.
Okay. Let me see. Okay, cool. I'm rolling 2, taking the highest. That's going to be a dirty 20.
Alright. Dirty 20 does take him out. He was at 1 HP, so.
Oh, okay. Hell yeah. All part of the plan. Alright. I'm the best.
Bam!
I guess I'm gonna kind of like step right here in front of my mage with the rest of my movement speed.
Okay.
And that's it.
Then Fane, it is your turn, and then the enemy's Fane. I turn the time over to you.
My mage, he says.
Aw.
I'm getting out of here. Thank you for your noble sacrifice, sir. Pat, pat. I trip over this log. Oof. Ow.
Well, like if the bull gets up and charges, I might get an opportunity attack at least, you know. So that's something.
Oh yeah, if the bull gets up and charges.
And I'm already doing this.
It's gonna go here. Okay, so they have fairy fire on them, right? Everybody?
No, the only one who failed the save against fairy fire is now dead.
Oh, okay. So then let me go ahead and don't say that. I don't have. Oh my god, I don't have.
And the boar and goblin one are both prone, so ranged attacks against them will be at disadvantage. But dex saves, they will have disadvantage. And melee attacks against them are.
You could wait until they stand up and hold it, or something.
I'm gonna guiding.
Goblin
bolt.
2 is standing. Just so you know.
I'm gonna guiding bolt. Goblin 2. He's just a little guy. I'm gonna Word of Radiance, Goblin 2. Constitution saving throw, DC 14.
Isn't Word of Radius? Yeah, Word of Radius is 5 feet.
I fucked off. What I meant is Sacred Flame, DC 14 Dexterity save. That's what I said. I don't know what you heard.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's an 11.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, cool, cool, cool. 1 point of radiant damage.
Heck yeah.
That's fine. I'm letting Mike show us what he can do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
they're all yells dawning.
Okay.
By the way, 1 second. I gotta go run grab my chicken.
All
What did you
right.
say?
He's gotta go grab. He's gotta go grab a chicken.
Gotta choke
Hell
that
yeah.
chicken. Gah.
Okay.
So the bull is going to stand up. It's going to try to smash into Michelangelo with its horns.
My body is ready.
A 9 is not hit.
No, it doesn't. All right.
Damn.
And then it is difficult terrain, so that's 15, 25 to here. So it's still technically within, I think. With Grease, is it at the beginning of your turn or the ending of your turn that you...
A creature that enters the area or ends its turn here must also succeed a dexterity saving throw or fall prone.
Okay. So it tries to run past Michelangelo and then slips and falls. Because it's out of movement.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
It is the goblins.
Timothy is just so excited.
It's prone,
Goblin.
right?
Yeah, it's prone. So this goblin has enough movement to get up to you because it's not prone. Or it wasn't prone at the beginning. It's going to make an attack against you. This goblin's going to make an attack against you. And this goblin's going to make an attack against Timothy from stealth.
No.
So Michelangelo does a 21 hit?
Just barely. Just barely.
Okay. And then
I
a
don't have armor,
a
just
6
barely.
misses. And then Timothy
Okay.
also a 21. Because that one was made with advantage. Okay, so Michelangelo, you're going to take 4 points of slashing damage from the first one running up to you with a scimitar. To Biffy, you feel this kind of piercing pain in your back as an arrow comes from atop this little bridge. A dusk goblin was hiding in wait there.
You bastard. How many points of damage?
5. I was considering shooting Lorivor just to increase his count, but then he had to go find a chicken.
The chicken saved him.
Find a chicken?
Yeah, you said you had to go grab a chicken.
No.
That was a Stasera.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
awesome.
that was me.
Yeah,
and I
yeah,
said
he
I had to
DoorDashed.
go get my chicken.
Lover, how you doing, buddy? How you doing? What's
Well,
your
I'm at
health?
7 health.
Oh, you would have survived.
Yeah. I don't know what my AC is not wearing armor.
So it's 10 plus your dexterity modifier.
Oh. So 13 is just my regular armor class.
Better than 10, like me.
What's leather armor? add
Leather
to that?
armor makes it 11 instead of 10. So you should have an AC of 14 if you have a plus 3 in dex.
Oh. Cool. So I should have had 14 dex this whole time, or 14 AC this whole time.
For a lot of them, I was accounting for it because I had you written down as 14 AC.
Okay. Yeah. On my character sheet, it only says 13.
Oh,
Probably
you
because
must
you didn't
not
have the army equipped.
Yeah, so you have to click the equip button.
Yeah. If I had my
I'm not
armor, I'd be at
wrong
20
with
right now.
All right. Then back to the top of the initiative. I'll give you guys a minute to roleplay, and then we'll go into Lorivor's turn and Stasera on deck. So I'll give you guys a minute to roleplay. Go ahead.
So as soon as this goblin like grabs me, I'm like, that fucking hurt, and I raise my sword. And I'm beginning to get ready to swing at this goblin.
Good. It was supposed to.
Oh no!
Can I get some heals over here? I'm hurting.
You're fine. It's just a flesh wound.
Here's but a scratch.
Got like a massive
out.
gash across my chest.
Like, if you want to help me, I can help protect you,
Who is that, Laura?
but you have to be close.
We've got to deal with the other guy over there.
It's Laura.
Ow.
Laura Vornade heals, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
I've got
down
you.
less than half my health.
I've got you. I've got you.
Okay.
That was so rude.
Okay. Alright, and that's that. Laura, it is your turn. Installment's on deck. Laura, I turn the time over to you.
Okay, I'm gonna run over here. That's 15 foot of movement. And take a swing at this goblin.
Oh, did the goblin do a dexterity check?
Does a 22 hit?
The goblin succeeded with the dexterity check, but that's 22 hits, yeah.
Does he get sneak attack for that?
He does.
That is 9 points of damage.
Is that... you also, if you want, you have sneak attack, right?
I do.
Okay, so there is an ally, or there's an enemy of your enemy within 5 feet of it, so you get to add your sneak attack.
Oh, if I do my bonus action 2-weapon fighting to attack the bull after this, can I also add sneak attack to that, or...
Okay, it's once per turn, so if you don't want to add your sneak attack to the first one, then you don't have to.
But you probably should, because you usually do more damage with your main hand weapon than your offhand.
Well, sneak attack just adds an extra 1d6 to one creature I hit this turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you don't want to use it on the goblin, you do not have to use it on the goblin. Yeah, you run up with your short sword, you cut it down. Goblin goes down.
Oh, he's just dead.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna...
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my bonus action, 2-weapon fighting to attack the bull.
How are you moving to do so? Okay, so that is all of your movement. Go ahead and make an attack against the bull. This one is at advantage because the bull is prone.
Cool. Oh, well, that's a 23.
That's 23 hits.
Oh, and that's a 15, yeah. So 23. And that is 4.
Plus the d6.
Plus 5, that's 9.
9. 9 is pretty good damage.
But not enough to kill it.
Yeah, so you stab the bull like in the shoulder. Makes it really mad.
Oh, that's not good.
The bull is going to rage. No.
What was about to happen, to be honest.
Oh no.
That makes it Istosra's turn, and then Tibethy. Istosra, go ahead.
Alrighty. Well, now that my evening's been completely soured, Goblin 3 on the bridge, I'm going to take my longbow and hopefully shoot it. A nat 20. I'm assuming a nat 20 hits.
Actually, a nat 20 misses. You had to roll below 5, actually.
That would be unfortunate.
Imagine you have like adamantine armor on or whatever.
Doesn't
AC
adamantine just get rid of crits, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it removes extra damage from critical hits.
But all right, so how do we do critical again?
So you'll just roll the damage like normal, and then we'll double the damage altogether, modifier included. So
Ah!
8. Luckily, it is just a goblin, and 8 damage is enough to take it out.
Nice.
So you fire an arrow straight into its chest, it staggers, falls off the bridge, falls 10 feet, crunches on its head.
With that, I pass turn.
Okay. Tabithy, it is your turn, then Kettle. Tabithy, go ahead.
Okay. I am going to cast Firebolt at the giant boar. Do that.
Okay. Roll with disadvantage because the boar is prone.
Ah, God damn it, I always forget that. Well,
Oh,
14.
that's so unfortunate. 14 still hits.
Nice.
Nice. Disregard this first roll for damage because it's trying to take the 20. So ignore that. There's the real damage. 10.
Ooh. 10 damage. It's a lot of damage. It's still alive. Still kicking. But it was a very solid hit.
Okay. And then Meep's gonna follow up with a Force Blast. I do my spell attack modifier. So 8 plus 6 is 15? 14. Yes, 14. Does a 14 hit? 14 hits, right?
A 14 does hit. And that was with disadvantage?
Oh no. Hold on, let me do it.
Because this is also a ranged attack.
Yeah.
Wait. I just realized I still have the cheerful ambience on. Not bad.
It would be
It was a
like
pretty happy
11 to
fight.
hit, actually.
What's that?
11 to hit.
How you got a +6 with that?
Spell attack. It's my spell attack modifier.
Ah. Okay. That tracks. So 11 does not hit.
Eh.
It,
Okay.
kind of glances off the beast's hide harmlessly.
Rude. Fine. That's it.
Okay. Then it is Kettle's turn, and then Michelangelo.
Copy that.
Kettle is going to... Poison! Poison the beastie! And he's gonna run up. Uh, 10, 15, 20, 25. That puts him about 30. He's gonna poison spray the giant boar. And he's going to expend all of his things to give him disadvantage. I really wish my camera was working.
Did you just roll some bullshit?
I just rolled some bullshit. Oh, it's working!
Oh! Wow, look at that.
Hold on. Can I get this?
I can't tell them.
I can't tell.
Oh, that's 20.
2 20s.
two 20s. So he had disadvantage on the saving throw. Did not care. Probably should have just made an attack roll with that.
Yeah.
But I don't generally plan on myself rolling up. That's why I'm a DM. So yeah, that went horribly. that did nothing. Michelangelo, it's your turn. Fane's next. Michelangelo, go ahead.
Okay. Let's see. All right. How wounded does this bull look?
It looks, you know, pretty beat up, pretty bloody.
All right. All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna try to. Yeah, attack with my longsword.
Okay. And it is prone, so this has advantage.
That's gonna be a 14.
14 hits.
Wow, sick. Okay. That's gonna be a 11 points of damage.
Okay. It is holding on to scraps. It's not.
Holy shit.
Okay.
It's you know, staggering, bleeding out. You can hear it.
Okay.
What kind of sound does a wounded bull make? I don't know.
It's not nice.
Kind of like a snort.
Yeah, I've heard it way too much. As
Yeah,
a
yeah, like that.
what do I have?
Give me a sec.
Okay. I'm gonna go around here.
Okay, go ahead and give me a dex save.
Ah, dang it. Whatever. Dex. Good thing I'm super good at these. The most dexterous. Here we go. All right, 14.
Ooh. 14 means it beats it. You managed to maintain your footing.
I'm a pro.
I believe the area within is difficult terrain, so
So that's my whole movement speed anyway, probably.
that's just an extra.
Roll.
So yeah, that's 20 feet of movement that you've used to
Yeah,
get there.
I wanted to get if I get within 5 feet of this, am I still within 5 feet?
No. So getting within 5 feet of the of Goblin 1 will make you exit the giant boar's range.
Alright. Okay. When is the boar this guy's turn in relation to me, the boar?
It is after Fane. Fane is right after you.
Fane is right after me. Okay.
So it goes you, Fane, Bull.
Yeah. Alright, that's
Because
it.
it's a bull, not a boar, but it's, you know.
Yeah.
Again, there wasn't a thing for it.
Okay.
Okay, so is that everything?
Yes, that is my turn.
Okay, so Fane, it is your turn, and then the bull. Fane, go ahead.
Oh boy. Okay, so Lorvor needs healing, and he is fucking over there. I don't want to be. So I'm gonna suck it up and be a big boy and go over there and heal him because I don't have any meta magic yet. Let's see. Oh, Jesus. Okay. have to go all the way over here. And then it's gonna be... Here it comes. Nice! Maximum healing. 12 points.
Oh, hell yeah.
Reach out and smack you on the back. Stop dying!
Please.
And then bonus action Starlight Step.
Okay.
Back to over... Yeah, like over here. Bye!
Alright. Then the bull is going to stand up. Once more. You know what? Lord War, Michelangelo, alternatives.
Oh,
Healings.
Lord War.
Fuck.
The board's going to stand up and thrash his horns around, making a gore attack against you.
Oh no.
9. For 9 points of damage.
I'm gonna use my
Okay.
reaction. I'm gonna reduce that by 7.
Does the enemy have to be within 5 feet of you, or does the ally have to be within 5 feet of you?
As long as I'm within 5 feet, I distract the enemy. Wait. You must be wielding a shield. You reduce the damage the target takes by 1d10 plus 2. So 7. No, actually, it says that I have to be close.
Yeah, the target of the attack has to be within 5 feet of you.
Uh-huh. Well, if I
So-
would have known that, can I just stay there? Because that was the entire point of me doing that.
We'll say we'll put that on hindsight and have it be a learning experience.
Alright, sounds good. Alright. Sorry.
It's okay. I survived the attack.
Alright, good.
Thanks to the heals.
Thanks to the heal,
If I didn't
exactly.
have the heals.
And then the bull is going to... It's going to try to, like, force its way out to here. That will provoke opportunity attack from Michelangelo because of his positioning,
Alright.
if he wants to stay.
Well, since I didn't take my other reaction, because I can't, I guess there's no way I'm not going to do this. That's a
Okay.
9.
So that's going to
Is
miss.
that not provoke?
No, he's still within 5 feet of Lord War, I think. Oh, wait. Is Lord War in this square right here?
Yeah.
Okay, so it also does provoke one from Lord War.
Okay. Does a 14 hit?
14 hits.
10 damage?
As the bull tries to run past you, you know, you kind of got knocked out of the way a little bit with its horn striking you, but you managed to bring your short sword up as it passes, and you cut its jugular, and it falls to the ground.
Oh, shit.
The bull is gone. The goblins. This one is going to move up to Michelangelo, fire a shot. Oh, there's only one left. Never mind. Yeah, it's going to move up to Michelangelo. It's going to attack.
That's a disadvantage, right?
Why would it be a disadvantage?
Because it's melee range, right?
Sorry. With his short sword, I meant.
Ah! Fine.
And that... Maybe I shouldn't use these dice for dealing.
That is a natural 20.
Oof.
For 7 double to 14 points of slashing damage.
All right, I'll take it. I'll
And then
walk
it's
in the face.
gonna and then it's gonna disengage as a bonus action
We
and move to here.
Okay. All right.
That's all of its movement because of the
14.
Who was that silvery barbs on? That was okay. No. Hang on a minute. No. I mean, I'm using silvery barbs. You.
hold on.
Stop it.
Wait.
Oh, does the grease go away now?
No, just for some reason, when I tried measuring, it deleted it.
Feet or something like 45 feet, 46 feet.
I
guess.
was gonna drop it as soon as they were out of it anyway, so.
60 feet, yeah. Okay. Just had to make sure, because I know some things are 30 feet.
Yeah.
Why is it deleting? Okay. Let's put that back. Something like that. Give or take.
Give or take.
Alright. Back to the top Lorvor, it's your turn, and then Nastasra. Lorvor, go ahead.
I'm gonna bust out the short sword, or not the short sword, the short bow, and take a shot.
Okay.
Does a 20 hit?
Yeah, 20 hits.
6 damage?
Okay. It is standing. It's not looking good. You know, hit it in a pretty bad spot for it. Anything else you do?
I don't think I... What's the thing? The two-handed fighting, I can't...
Yeah, no,
Well, actually,
Only
could I
applies if
throw my
you're-
dagger?
so you have to
Or
be
is that only...
dual wielding in order to do that. Short bow takes 2
Ah,
hands.
okay. In that case, there's not much I can do other than that.
Okay. Isasura, it is your turn. Tabithy is next. Isasura, go ahead.
All right. I am going to, of course, shoot this thing with my longbow.
Aim for the knee. Don't kill it.
21.
It has 1 HP, so it's so it's gone.
Yeah,
Okay.
9 damage.
Yeah. Yeah, you fire your shot. The first one was like kind of in its back around like kidney level. This shot pierces right through like the back of its neck and it falls to the ground.
Then ballistics though.
That was like some Legolas shit.
All right. Well, I'm on death's door, so glad that's over with.
Got you.
It's
We're
all right.
having
It's
it, right?
Yeah,
It-
you guys
it's
are out of
nighttime.
combat now.
it's nighttime. We get to do a long rest too, right?
Yeah, you
Well,
guys can do a long rest.
yeah. I'm gonna heal myself for 12 real quick.
Sounds good.
We can have 8 more.
I want to search the goblins and the hobgoblin, see if they have any valuable.
Did you say you're healing me, Thane?
Yeah, 8.
Thank you, sir. That puts me at max. I appreciate that.
So the first goblin that you check has 1 gold, 1 silver.
Cool.
Before we move on, because they're a little bit spread apart, was anyone else searching anything?
Lorvor, how are you doing on health?
Sorry?
How are you doing on health?
Um, yeah,
Okay.
Are you
of
good?
19.
What did you say?
10 of 19.
Okay, I will heal you. For let's see, healing hands is gonna be. What is healing hands? What the heck?
Is healing hands the
Sorry,
new
cure
mana
wounds.
offense?
My bad.
Okay.
It's 4. Okay, cool. 5. Unfortunate, but there's 5 more.
It puts me at 15 of 19.
Cool. All right, them's my spell slots, folks.
Well, we're getting ready to take a long rest, so
Alright.
you'll get them back.
So the next goblin has 4 gold, 1 silver. And the third and final goblin has 1 gold, 4 silver. In addition to that, they just have like their little shields and their scimitars.
So between the hobgoblin and the 2 goblins that were there,
No, not the
what?
hobgoblin. You haven't looted the
oh,
hobgoblin
not
yet.
Hob.
Because you just said
Okay.
you just said you were going around looting the goblins.
I wanted to do the hob and the 2 goblins that were right next to me,
Dude,
Oh,
because the other goblin was far away.
I would like some Rocky Mountain oysters, please.
yeah.
I'll pass you my dagger so you can go get them.
Alrighty, Muchos Garcias. I'll go do that.
Oh dear God.
Alright,
As
Michelangelo,
long as
can you give me a
you're willing
survival
to
check?
share.
Wait, what'd you say?
Can you give me a survival check?
Oh, sure.
Can I help him with the survival check?
Can he help me with a survival check?
If he has proficiency in survival, then he can.
I do.
Guidance as well.
All right. So that's a 8, 9, 10. Wait. I'm gonna roll again. So that's 3. That's a 5 plus. That's better. So 15.
Okay. Yeah, so you over the course of the next like hour or two can guts and blood fists,
We're making burgers.
this bull. You get 12 rations
Damn.
from it. Any more would spoil before you
Even if we put it in the bag of holding.
Yeah, because the bag of holding is not a chest of preserving.
Wow. All right, got it. 12 rations.
Say a candle put inside a bag of holding will still burn out if lit.
Okay.
Yeah, it would just be like throwing a bunch of raw meat in your closet.
Well,
Except in this
smoke
case,
it.
it's
Don't
it's
do
throwing
that?
a bunch of
What?
raw meat on the floor.
We'll smoke it over the fire over the long rest. That'll be
Yeah, we
good.
can smoke it. We'll make some jerky real quick.
Beef
That
jerky.
sounds good. Yeah, I know. I'm like, I could fuck some jerky up right now.
Dude, it's been so long since I've been able to afford jerky.
Yeah, it's rough out here for sure.
Every time I pass it in the store, I'm like, idiot.
I work at a grocery store, so I have to pick it for other people that are buying it. It's like, maybe I'll just open the bag and take a piece and then close the bag and...
I mean, jerky is just overly expensive anyway.
Anyways,
Anyway, I wanted to search the hob and the two goblins that were near me.
okay. So I already told you what the goblins have. The hobgoblin he's wearing a set of chainmail armor. He has a shield and a long sword and a long bow, along with 20 arrows.
Okay.
Any of them seem special?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I roll insight on the DM?
It's actually
Why
all
don't
cursed.
I know. Do
Oh
I?
no.
There's zero trust. You can't tell.
I'd say I'm hurt,
Well-
but I understand.
So a longbow, 20 arrows. Give me a sec. Add all of this.
Yeah. And then you also, on his person, you find a folded up note in his pocket.
Oh no.
No.
Oh no no no. I don't.
Have
What's
a
his
look
note
away.
say?
No, because it's gonna be to my dear beloved. I'll be home
Oh, I
soon.
don't care about that. He tried to kill
Tell
us.
the
so
children I
don't
love
care.
them. Oh God.
All right.
Tell all the orphans that I'll have there, that they'll get food tonight.
Exactly.
Yeah. Elf flesh. Sure.
Say.
Is that actually what the note says?
No, do you look at the note?
Okay. Well, yeah. What's
Yeah, I
the note?
look at the note.
Okay. The note says, "Rock the bull. I need you to go somewhere near these coordinates. An airship should be touching down sometime in the next couple of days. There are adventurers who have a collection of books and tomes that belong to us. Get them back." And then it is signed Niho Koi.
Can you spell that?
Niho Koi. Yeah, it's NIHOKOI. So Niho Koi.
Okay. So we got a little more information from that. Now we know at least another DOS general's name, or lieutenant. Question about the chainmail that I picked off of his body.
Mm-hmm.
Does it fit me?
I mean, he's like a medium-sized creature. It would probably fit you.
Is it better than the leather armor that I have, or can I
It
add
is
it?
heavy
to what I'm-
armor, just so you know.
You
Oh,
need
it
a
is- it's
13
okay.
strength to wield it.
Jesus, I didn't think chainmail would be heavier than plate mail.
It's not.
It's not?
Half plate is
Oh,
medium
half plate.
armor. Plate mail is the heaviest armor there is.
Okay.
Timothy, I see you have two pictures here for me. Which one did you want to use?
The one with the bunny ears.
Bunny ears. Okay. I'm just gonna save that as mute real quick. And then I actually need to edit it so that it can fit into the thing.
Does anyone want this chainmail?
I'll take it. I'll put it in the bag if anybody else cares.
Sounds good to me.
All right. Just in case mine gets stolen or busted or maybe who knows what. All right.
Worst comes to worst, we can sell it later. have Tadithy infuse it, then sell it, then have her remove the infusion. I really want to try that.
It's a very quick way to get yourself on a wanted list.
Well, if we sell it to some like underground society or something, like obviously we're not going to do this to like someone that we might be a repeat customer, but someone that's, objectively bad.
Oh yeah, yeah. Sell it to the black market people. Surely they won't. There will be no
Well,
repercussions for that.
I'm more thinking about like the DOS, because yeah, we're not well known to the DOS yet, and we're already kind of going out of our way to screw them over.
Are we going out of the way, or was that self-defense?
I mean, it's the job. We're going up against them, but they don't really know who we are yet, so I don't feel bad about scamming them.
Well,
I mean,
to
they
be
know
honest,
about us
we
enough.
don't know who we are to each other.
Who
Oh,
am I to you?
Yeah, who am I to you?
but
Put your
do we
feelings
even
on the
know?
table. Let's all talk about it.
What?
Are
Can
we?
we just
Are
talk
we,
about
like-
how
Just a
Are we a
group of
thing or
ragtag
what?
people, or are we something more?
Yeah, it's an us
I'm not sleeping with any of you?
Do we even know ourselves?
Wait,
Yes.
who said that? Was that? Is Stasha in lore where you guys sound similar to me? So
So
when one of you talks, unless I'm looking at it, I'm like, who said that?
That was Tadithy that said that, but
No.
No,
That I'm not sleeping with any of you.
oh, that was me. That was Laura.
I mean, I'm not either, but
All right, and feelings are hurt now.
Neither mind, my standards are much higher.
I'm sorry, Mike. I know
I
you
have
really
to
wanted to,
sleep
but
on the
no.
floor now.
I just give Pebble a nice little pat on the head. Just it's okay. You can have the bed still.
All right, well, I'm gonna go back to bed. Thank you, Fane, for the help. Thank you for the healing. I need sleep. I'm pretty beat.
I really wish
Yeah,
that this.
Used a lot of juice. I think I'm going to get some rest as well, so someone else watch for us, would you? Anybody else?
Yeah. I mean, we already got a long rest, right? I could.
I think we're about to get a long rest.
Oh.
Is that correct, DM?
Yes. Yes, you're about
Okay.
to.
Got it.
We could leave Meep in charge. He would wake me up.
No offense to your creation, but I'd like to keep an eye on things for a little bit.
Okay. Well, I'll lend you Meep then.
Sounds good.
And she goes back to sleep.
Ooh. Wait, does that
What
really
was that? Oh,
Hold on.
What?
What? Spit
I
it
was-
out, man.
Just informed. So,
Let me. So Fog of War, right?
Yeah.
That is the size that the Fog of War is by default, and that's
Sure.
like kind of a big space.
Yeah.
And sometimes it gets really annoying with it being such a big space. I just found out that if I hold Alt, I can make it that small.
oh.
Wow.
With both the paintbrush and eraser.
All right.
Andy.
That's amazing. I'm so happy about that, actually. That is a huge quality of life. That means that I'll stop having to do this and then like erase the edges off of it.
Ah.
Okay. Anyways, the rest of the night is pretty uneventful.
Okay.
Um,
Since I'm last on shift, I would like to have like food ready, mostly cow, ready for the group
yeah, and since
and for the crew, honestly.
yeah. We'll say you use, the rest of the meat on the carcass, so you're not using up the rations that you got while it's
Got
here,
it. Great.
For this. So you guys have your food met for the day by cooking up the rest of this bowl.
Nice. As we get up, I'm gonna hand Lorvar his dagger that he lent me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. The crew and the other passengers and stuff, thank you for the breakfast, for the hearty meal. And
Okay.
they continue on. After another 2 nights of travel and resting, the next morning, around 10:30. So, on the 5th day of travel altogether.
Yeah.
You guys finally, before you see the city, you see the gigantic, shimmering, almost an ocean of Lake Galifar, off in the distance to the northwest. It's blue waves crashing in the wind. It's so wide across that you can't see the other side from here, even up in the air where you are. And as you get close, as you approach, you see a very small city. It's not huge, but it does have a very distinguishing feature. Just a little ways up from the lake, you see a city where at the edge of the city, floating above, is a floating island and towers that make up the University of Arconics. You see magical lifts bringing people up, people riding around on broomsticks or hippogriffs, a few of the upper level students even flying themselves with their own magic around the magnificent university that the town was clearly built around as you approach. The airship, there's not like a proper airship tower or anything. Here there's just an airship pad where 2 or 3 airships can land at a time. And they've got those rolling steps that they can roll up to a ship for people to walk down, that are about 20-30 feet high. As you guys set down, looking about, it's a small town. It's a college town. And as you disembark and start making your way into the town, it's very apparent. You've got a lot of elves, naturally, because you are now in Onder, But there's also a great variety of other people, most of them young adults, about the town. You see walking along these streets, the uniformed officers of this town are not wearing armor like most would, but are instead wearing the this dark blue cloak with a sigil of sorts in the chest, that identifies them as the security force, the police of this small town. And they're not like a ton of them. You just see them, you know, every few blocks you might see one. Heading into town, there's a lot of things to explore, a lot of things to look for, but where's the first place you want to go? Or the first thing that you want to do?
I think the first thing, correct me if I'm wrong, is to go and try to, I guess, look for this shard, the dual mind fellow.
Okay.
He's not a guard, he's a scholar, right?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, so, any of you can give me a history check if you want. Because you may have heard from him. He's kind of famous. A little bit.
I don't know. Fuck.
His history.
Who?
I got a +4. I'll try that.
I got a 17.
Can
Yeah,
I
I got a +3.
17.
Can I give guidance to someone? Tabithy.
I think a 17 would pass.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, 17 definitely passes. Shard of the Dual Mind is a Warforged. He is a mage who earned a lot of recognition for his magical prowess and understanding of the arcane arts in the war. And then after the end of the war, after the Treaty of Thronehold, when he was recognized as an individual and not effectively a slave, he has been traveling about. He is recently, it was in the news recently that he just this last year had started teaching at the University of Arconics.
Teaching what?
That was not in the. It was anyone. Nobody here in their backstories went to Arconics or anything, did they? Okay. Yeah. So that that part
it's a
wouldn't be in the news,
possibility.
but it's you can if you ask around, you can find out pretty easily.
Okay.
This master doesn't even know their own background.
Well, no, so my background in particular,
Nihokoi.
it's really a possibility, but I'll kind of leave that kind of distinction up to the DM.
Your background is let me pull it up.
Because I figure with someone like me, with working that kind of background,
because this once again, this is not in the countries that you would have been operating in for the most part. And even if you were operating in it, there would be very little reason for you to go to a college.
Sure.
At least as a student.
All right.
So what are we doing first?
Didn't we
tracking
just drop
down
off the
Shark,
books?
right? Maybe spend a couple days here and head back whenever we feel like it. Yes, there's gold waiting for
Well,
us.
I think the goal is to get the books translated, isn't it?
Yes, decoded and all of that.
So I
Deciphered.
suppose we should try to convince the dual mind to help us first.
All right, that makes sense.
Figure out a timeline from there.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Sounds good.
All right. So as you guys make your way through town towards the giant floating university, you see most of this town is like there's a main street, and most of the businesses are on the main street, and it just heads pretty much straight from where the airship dock is all the way to the school. And then, like, as it goes out, there's just like student housing, dorms, apartments, houses, things like that. So there's not a whole lot outside of the main street business-wise. You guys head down to Arconics and kind of just wait for one of the big floating platforms that are going back and forth up and down. There's like a line taped out, or like a square taped out that you're supposed to stand behind, so that it doesn't, come down and crush you or anything. And this large metal platform, large enough for all of you to stand on, comes and settles on the ground in front of you. Waits there for a minute, gives you enough time to step up on it, and then it starts to rise. It brings you up to a large campus. You see it. It's a beautiful campus. It's got trees and grass. There's a little park area on the right that has like benches and a statue and stuff like that. There's a small decorative pond. Going throughout the campus, you see students hurrying about, students chatting with each other while walking on the path, relaxing, sitting on one of the many benches. You see some students are studying for tests, practicing spells. There's a student that's over like practicing a what's the word? Like a spell circle. There's students who are like using flashcards to quiz each other for their tests that are coming up. Most people are just going about their day, regular day on campus. The paved stone path splits several ways as around campus, but it does head directly to a main office building, which is like the front building connected to a much larger, the front like doors to a much larger building, basically.
Wow.
Is there any kind of, I guess, guard or escort waiting for us? Because Michelangelo is expecting some sort of, not welcoming, but some sort of, he's expecting somebody to know that they are coming.
Okay.
So he's looking around for that.
there is not anyone that is waiting on you when you get here. Just because, like, one, they didn't know exactly when you'd arrive, more or less, or if that would be, like, the first place you'd go once you got into town. Anything like that. So there's not anyone waiting for you.
Have there been any guards or any interesting looks from people, or are we just free to walk around wherever we please? Does it look like there's any really out of bounds type areas in this campus?
Not in this first, like, kind of island area. The school does extend to a secondary island behind it, which has large buildings and stuff, which you haven't, gone to or tried to go to yet. But there doesn't seem to be anywhere on campus that's like, you can't go here.
Okay.
No forbidden
I
ones.
just go up and maybe talk to the nearest guard or student and
Okay.
inquire
So
about the whereabouts of...
there aren't any
Professor
guards on campus right now, but there are plenty of students. Yeah. So going up, talking to one of the students. Let's see, which student? Just any student?
Yes, any student. If they look like they're in a hurry or short on time, I would like to prioritize that kind of student.
Prioritize the kind of student that doesn't have the time to answer.
That doesn't have a lot of time, just so like, okay, he's over there, bye, instead of a
Got it.
conversation.
Yeah, so maybe like some students, you see some students walking across towards like one of the buildings. You stop them real quick, and they're like, "Oh, yeah, Professor Shark. His classes are on the top floor of that tower there," and they'll point over, and on the right side of campus, you can tell that, like looking at it, that this tower is more recently constructed than maybe the rest of the building, but there is a large circular tower connected to the right wing of the school that goes up. She says, "Yeah, his classroom's right up there. It's at the top."
All
I've
right,
gotta
thank
go.
you. Thank you.
Yeah, potions and poisons. 201 is gonna start. So I'm in like 5 minutes. So I'm gonna get.
All right. Thank you, bye.
Good luck.
Let's head this way.
Okay.
Just go in that direction.
Yeah. So as you guys head there, it is it's a pretty large tower. Heading in through the unlocked like double doors. The double doors are, just kind of glass double doors that you can pull open. Within you see a spiral staircase heading up about 60 feet. You see some students walking up the staircases, but you don't see any students walking down the staircases. Instead, you do see a student floating down the center of the spiral staircase, like between the banisters, as they come to a stop. Along the staircase, every about 10 feet, there's a small landing with a door that leads to another classroom.
What should we do? Should we wait? Should we attend the class? Are we allowed to do that? I'm a little of my element here. What do you guys think?
I think we could convince someone that we're students and listen in on the.
Okay, does somebody want to take the lead?
I'm sorry, we, who are not students, are going into the classroom to pretend that we're students. And listen to
Well,
it.
frankly, I think you, Fane, would be the most passable as a student. With the rest of us acting as guards. Estosra, maybe.
Wait,
Mike,
I don't look like a student? What the hell, man?
possibly, but Fane seems to fit this crowd best. Mike and I, not so much.
That's all well and good, but to what end are we pretending to be a student and listening into a lecture?
Well, we don't want to interrupt his class, and I'd rather
I-
approach him at the end of the class.
I really don't mind interrupting.
But he might.
Well,
And we want him to help us. So, pissing him off isn't really going to help our case now, is it?
okay, fine, let's go. God, I'd really rather be doing anything else. I'll jump off of these floating islands.
I got an idea. I'm just gonna wild shape into a rat and just skedaddle right down into class.
Oh, God, I wish I could wild shape into a rat. Somebody
Okay,
turn me into a rat.
so which class are you going into?
The class with our guy in it?
I
Okay.
suppose the rest of us should follow.
Yeah. So you guys make your way up this spiral staircase up to the 6th landing, the highest floor. You see a set of wooden double doors slightly cracked. Not like open, but like not fully shut, if that makes sense. You can hear some noise from within.
Perfect. Little rat's gonna squeeze its way through the door and walk into the class.
Okay. Do the rest
Not
of
a
you
care in the world.
follow?
Yes.
Fane should lead. Mike and I can pass as bodyguards, and Timothy, I don't have a plan for you. Just kind of walk in and sit down, I guess.
Okay.
I know how to make potions. I've got alchemist tools. I know what I'm doing. God.
Perfect. You'll pass as a student as well, and Fane will pass as a spoiled noble.
Then
Who's
as you
being forced to take
Hung out.
classes.
As you guys open the doors and step forth into the classroom, I do have like a little rough sketch of what the classroom looks like. That I just threw up in art and memes. But that is where we're going to end for today.
Oh, okay.
Woo.
Art and memes. Let's see that real
Okay.
quick.
Sounds like a good ending point.
All right.
So these
cool.
like arch things and in the walls, those are all windows that look out over campus.
Gotcha.
So cool.
I like it.
All right.
Fane is not
Alright,
trying to
guys.
go back to college.
Bye.
Thank
All
you guys
right,
for
thank
joining me,
you.
and I will see you next time.
Thank you.
Yeah. Real quick, DM, if I could
Okay.
borrow your ear.
Yeah, let me just end the stream real quick.
Yeah.